Morning, YouTube, internet, the world. Jesus, fuck, am I in a bad mood this morning? We'll get to that in just a minute. Dax, Gutenberg, how you guys doing?
Good, brother. How you been?
You know what? This is supposed to be a happy day. I get to play Fallout 76 later, which I've been looking forward to for a while. My son's fiance is being induced today, so we'll have the new grandbaby either late tonight or tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be a good day. It's supposed to be a fun day. I'm still in pain from this weekend hanging out with the other grandbaby, which I can deal with. But then I tried to open Twitter.
That's what you get for opening Twitters, mate.
This is my third Twitter suspension, guys. The first one, I forget what it was for, but I know I deserved it, so I don't mind. The second one, I got a 7-day suspension for telling somebody they were as sensitive as a clit. Which I don't mind the suspension. I thought they just went overboard with it, 7 days for that, really. But this one is just fucking stupid. See, guys, 2 days ago, I think it was, Piers Morgan lectured the U.S., told us that we need to get rid of our guns in the wake of the synagogue shooting, starting with the AR-15 because, that's what the dude used. And I simply asked Piers Morgan what gun he would prefer Jews be killed with.
It's even funnier the second time you say it. I'm sorry.
What I thought was it's a funny statement, and it's I wasn't saying we should kill Jews. I was saying, dummy, there's no good way to kill Jews.
Well, if history has taught us anything,
there are more effective ways.
There's more efficient ways.
This is only a 12-hour ban, right? But in order to start your timer, because Twitter wants to make sure you're in trouble before they start your timeout timer, you have to go in and delete the offensive tweet. And there's a little button at the bottom of your you've been bad screen that says click start to start this. The fucking link doesn't work. I have no way of fixing this shit. But so they have a little thing here. If you think we made a mistake, contact our support team. So I contacted the support team, which tells me that in a couple of days, they might get around to looking at whether or not my 12 fucking hour suspension is okay and whether or not their fucking button works.
Oh, their button works. They get off to this shit.
Yeah, there's somebody somewhere beating off. We got him. It's okay for Piers Morgan to suggest it's okay to kill Jews in other ways, not for me to ask him which ways are okay.
I gotta say, man, the way you phrased that, though, I think it was spot on. There's no fat in that joke whatsoever. Zero fat. It's straight to the point. Fairly accurate, too.
It is. But some moron at Twitter read this and went, oh, he must hate Jews.
Well, once you start attacking those blue check marks, man, those fucking Twitter supporters, they're right on that shit.
But, dude, I attack blue check marks all the time and with far worse than this.
Well, if they get butthurt and they flag it, I guarantee that's at the top of the list versus like a regular, regular Twitter user.
Dude, I've told in the last week, I think I've told 3 different check marks that they're fucking morons in that exact parlance. Straight to the point, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, but that's not really harassment, though.
It's not, but it is insulting, which you're not supposed to do because people got the. I think it's because I was fucking with Twitter the other day. I think they're mad because I said that getting rid of their their like system was fucking stupid.
If they suspend you for fucking calling someone a moron, they'd have to go through goddamn every one of Trump's tweets and literally fucking give all those people a 12-hour fucking suspension.
They gave me 12 hours for this, which wasn't even. I wasn't insulting anybody.
Well, I think it's because you use Jews and the whole Pittsburgh thing. And
here's the thing. This is a specific policy. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. I didn't do any of that. Thank you, Cryptic. I apologize for falling asleep last night. Please let me know who the winner was, and I'll send her the game. It was FC260. I don't know what his Steam handle is. he wasn't there when he won, which, by the way, we're changing rules a little bit. You have to be there to win, so we don't have this problem again. But guys, yeah, if you would please share this stream because I can't fucking do it.
Shared it right now.
Thank you. We always ask people to share our stuff, but seriously, this time if you share it, I'd appreciate it.
It's a bit more poignant now to as you can. So,
by the way, my Twitter or my fundraiser for the day is fuck Twitter fundraiser. So if you'd like to donate to that,
it's a good cause.
Share the fucking stream.
Good morning, Bear. If you guys could, Bloodwing can come in too if he'd like to. I don't remember how to use my.
It's okay. I did it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How do
you think I got in here?
Well, I figured that somebody had shared it. I just didn't know if they'd shared it with Blood too. Good morning, Blood.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm pissy. That's how I am.
Yeah, I've heard. Who knew you were leader of the alt-right?
Hell Monkey.
Right.
Guys, I get all my stories from MSS News. I can't even bring up fucking story. I have to go look like a normal person and find my own stories.
You gotta be one of us for a few days. Well, who's Lords of the Night is it tonight?
Scribbles.
Well, that'll help, or at least today. Maybe they'll get back to you before then. Who knows?
No, their actual thing says it may take a couple of days to get to this, but in some cases it takes longer. Oh, that's helpful. For a 12-hour suspension for something I didn't even deserve suspended for, you dicks.
You keep bigging up Fallout 76. I mean, I would have done worse.
You know what? When I shoot things on Fallout 76 today, I'm going to be picturing Jack. No, kidding. I don't want Jack shot. I want him kicked in the nuts real hard.
Stop advocating for violence, Monkey. It's not becoming.
Oh, man.
As leader of the alt-right, you should really be, more careful.
I don't understand what the problem is with that joke and how you could not see what I was saying there. It's not like I was going, hey, Piers, what gun should we kill the Jews with?
Well, that's obviously a bot, Monkey. Bots can't detect nuance, sarcasm, or any kind of fucking
No,
joke.
I don't think this is a bot. I think this is somebody reviewed that.
Yeah, Piers Morgan himself.
Fuck you, Piers. Stay in your own country, you little shit.
Fucking Piers Morgan. I can't believe that this monkey avatar suggested this.
I think that's the most offensive thing about this is that this was to Piers Morgan, of all people. Nobody gives a shit about that little limey bitch.
Yeah, and why is he telling us to ban AR-15s anyway? He don't live here.
There's no need for racism against my people.
I'm sorry. He's not really people, so.
Not all of us, quote-unquote, limeys are anti-gun.
Thank you, Darkshade. What constitutes a Halloween video game? Depends. Lots of people like the right now. There's a Halloween sale going on the what's it called? Steam, and there's lots of good games in there. There's Outlast and
no, fuck that game. Fuck that shit. No, not even allowed to mention it in my presence.
Come on, Bear. Don't you want to play I'll hold your hand?
Stop it.
Even hold your hand.
Oh, I thought you were about to do the "Hey, little piggy" thing. I was about.
Now, would I do that, little piggy?
Ah!
Well, let's see. Dying Light's on sale. Dead by Daylight's on sale. The Forest is on sale, guys. We just finished that in our playthrough.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has got 60% off at the minute.
Yeah, it does. 7 Days is on sale. Don't Starve Together is on sale. That one's fun, actually. Dead Island, the one we're playing right now, that's still on sale. There's a lot of really.
The Forest is 33% off.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games on sale.
I'm one of those weirdos that love that game. I know it was glitchy as heck, and it was cheesy, but I love that game.
That's the playthrough me and Satsu are doing right now. We started it.
The BioShock collection is 75% off.
Yeah, there really is some good games.
War of the Worlds. I don't know whether anyone here was a fan of the old Dungeon Keeper games.
Oh yeah,
but good. War of the Overworld is basically like a love letter to those, and that's 80% off. So it's
Matt says I got 7 days for $9. Yeah, guys. Remember, we have an open server. We play on Wednesdays. If you'd like to join us, it's only $9 right now, and we will be giving away a copy of that tomorrow night during the game stream. We may be giving away others too, depending on how much you guys love us.
Is it at the
Why are
same
y'all
time
trying
tomorrow
to
night?
why are y'all trying to take my hatred away, man? I was in a good hateful mood, and now y'all got me feeling nice.
Is
Oh.
the stream tomorrow at the same time?
About 11:30. Because none of us have children or lives, so we'll be here. Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Piers Morgan was just getting prematurely indignant before some went Ben Shapiro on him. That whole standing of graves and all. Yeah. Piers is a douchebag. He occasionally he'll say something that I agree with, but most of the time it's just like, somebody put a dick in his mouth.
Oh, his have you seen his profile picture?
I would go look, but
I will show you now. What a tool. Just to make this clear, he's also hated in Britain.
why do you want to kill the Jews, Piers?
Yeah, because they gotta go. I mean, it was only half over before, and now we gotta finish it.
Twat.
What a dick.
He is a dick. Where's this tweet of his? I'm gonna see if I can get banned off Twitter.
I can't believe it was for that of all the fucking things I've said recently. Really? At least there've been some good ones, and you're hitting me for that. You guys are assholes. You're sensitive pussy. You're as sensitive as a clit, you stupid shits. I still can't believe I got 7 days for that one. I'm still pissed off about that whole 7 days thing. Because Bear, didn't you get suspended at the same time? You said something much worse, and you only got like a day for it.
Yeah, I called Vegan Gains a cunt.
Yeah.
He is a cunt.
Which it's
apparently I chose too specific a part of the cunt.
Which he is. You weren't telling a lie, but
Gutenberg. Is Goot still here or did he walk away?
Yo.
You said you were upset. What are you upset about today?
Oh, all right. For the third time this morning, I got fucking pulled over for speeding, right? And the fucking trooper didn't like the tint on my window, so he fined me for each individual window, and now I got to go to traffic court here at 3 in the afternoon.
Are you guys not allowed to have any tint on your window?
No, well, here in Pennsylvania, we have fucked up laws, right? A lot of them are contradictory for fucking traffic shit. There's one law that says as long as you can see through the windows, right? So basically no limo tint.
Right.
And then there's another law that says anything you put on your car is illegal. Any way to alter the car is illegal. So troopers, if they want to be there are cars all over me with window tint, all around me, right? So it's up to the discretion of the officer whether or not he wants to fine you for it. And evidently, I caught this motherfucker on his period, right? He was mad about something, and he fined me for each individual window, I think it was 190 a piece for all 5 windows. And I went in, I held a private little meeting with the judge, because you can do that, before I pleaded not guilty. And I was like, listen, I don't know why the fucking cop, why is it so excessive? Is this normal? Is this unprecedented? He's like, I've never seen someone get a fine for each individual window. He's like, if I were you, this is the judge. He said, if I were you, I would plead not guilty. And then once, before the court hearing starts, go up to him and ask him, this is a little excessive. Try to talk to him, because he can withdraw the charges at any time. The police officer can.
Right.
Before we go into the actual courtroom. He's like, I would try to talk to him and, try to reason with the guy. Maybe he's having a bad night. I'm like, but when I plead not guilty and I come in front of you, what's going to happen? Because yes, I do have window tint on my car, and there is technically a law on the law books that says it's illegal, right? I was like, could I potentially have to pay $1,000 for a little bit of fucking window tint? And by the way, guys, it's not it's 30%, which is not that dark. It's not fucking limo tint. It's basically what you see on newer SUVs.
Yeah, like I said earlier, that's legal in my state. That's the limit. You can't go beyond 30%, but 30% is legal.
Yeah, and like I responded to you in the last fucking stream, we just started selling beer in grocery stores in my state, okay? That's how far behind and how fucked up we are.
Real quick, thank you, Blind Press. Here's some shekels listening until I go live. She goes live at 10, guys. You can check her out on her channel there. And Pumpkin Trucker, thank you. Why does that picture of Piers look like every Miami Vice or Magnum PI bad guy? Because he is a bad guy.
He's a piece of shit.
Just a heads up, guys. He is in America at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to talk to him.
He tweeted this out, which I find quite interesting. 20 hours ago, saying America's massacres since 2012. Aurora AR-15, Sandy Hook AR-15, San Bernardino AR-15, Orlando AR-15, Vegas AR-15. You know, we can play that game if you want, Piers Morgan, because I can start naming terror attacks that have happened in the UK since 2012, and I bet I can end it with Muslim, 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 Muslim. Except for that one that was committed by one white guy who only managed to kill like a couple of people.
Ask him how he'd prefer all of those people to have died. Which gun would you have preferred they were killed with, Piers?
Would it have been better if it was a 9mm handgun?
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't. If you're against like guns in general, I get that. But if you're just against a gun, you're a moron. You're a fucking moron. You can do just as we discussed this fucking yesterday. You can do just as much damage with pistols as you can with a fucking AR.
Absolutely. What was that? I just watched a documentary a couple months ago about that Andrew Bravik guy. That dude that fucking went onto an island and started shooting all these fucking kids. You guys remember that in like Scandinavia somewhere? I want to say.
Oh yeah. That's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been quite a few years. Yeah, but there's a documentary on about what exactly he did. Holy fucking shit! That guy was a fucking maniac. Killed like fucking 40 fucking people, man. He was like hunting kids through the woods on an island with a rifle.
Yep. But hey, at least it wasn't an AR.
Oh, it was a semi-auto, I believe. But I thought those Scandinavian countries, I thought they weren't allowed to. Most of them, you're not allowed to own rifles, right?
Yeah.
It depends on which country. I mean, isn't Sweden or Switzerland one of them that you have to own a rifle?
Switzerland is. I know
Switzerland, yeah.
They have
it depends.
Yeah. They have no standing army, so they require every male over 18 to be. I think they have conscription over there. I'm not 100% sure.
They're dead, but at least they can go to their maker proud and happy in the fact that they weren't killed with an AR.
Yeah,
might have been the same kind of bullet, but it wasn't from that gun.
Right. Andrew Breivik, not whatever I said before.
Right.
That
yes, exactly, Peter. The synagogue guy had 3 handguns with him. And they mentioned that in very few articles because the AR is the devil of guns.
Yep.
They're so funny.
For me, as a gun guy, I find an AR-15 platform boring.
Pretty much. I mean, the only thing it's got really going for it is adaptability and price.
Pretty much. You can buy a fucking like a stripped down basic AR for what, like $400?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I can't believe that's what I got fucking hit for. I'm much calmer about it than when I first turned on my fucking Twitter.
So you just found that out this morning?
Yeah.
Quick, try logging back in.
I can't. I've tried several times. And you know what? I would delete the tweet. It's a throwaway joke I've used several times on people who pull this stupid ass argument of we gotta get rid of the AR. Well, okay, how would you prefer them to be killed? Because that's what you're saying when you say we need to get rid of the AR because these people were shot. Oh, okay, so if they were shot with a 9mm, you'd be fine, right?
A nut job that is going to try to kill a massive amount of people is going to find a way to do it, no matter what the weapon.
Well, a handgun is even easier, especially if he has several like he did, because it's kind of hard to hide an AR when you're trying to walk around. You can throw handguns into a backpack. There's also idiots who would rather have a higher death rate by banning guns. Again, if you want to ban guns, at least I get that. But wanting to ban a gun is fucking stupid. It's just dumb. Because at that point, you're literally saying it's okay to kill with these guns, but not this one.
I don't understand how many. There's 11 dead now, right, in Pittsburgh. How many were actually shot?
All of them.
What do you mean all of them?
They were all shot.
What, I mean, how many people were in a synagogue?
Do you mean how many versus how many were attending?
How many were shot versus how many died?
I don't know. I don't.
Like 11 seems like if you're hell bent on a war path and you go into a building that's that's full of people as far as I know, right? 11 seems like a really low body count
for having an AR and 3 handguns with him. That really is. This was posted 22 hours ago. Do we actually have? Oh, they're just talking about. Anybody want to tell us how many people were actually shot? Does anybody know in chat? Because I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I was hoping someone would type that out.
Unfortunately, I don't have my MSS News to go to look this shit up.
You're making me sad for you.
I'm sad for me. My life makes me sad. My Twitter makes me sad. 11 died, 6 were injured, says Judge. That's actually a decent body count for most shooters these days.
I mean, yeah, I guess. It seems
Well
like
over half. And I'm not advocating it, guys. I'm just saying most of the time, like we asked about Chicago the other day, was it 27 shot and 3 killed?
Right.
That's horrible. It's great that those people didn't die. It's just horrible shooting, is what I mean. There's no good way to say that, is there? Anyway, I say it, it's like I wish more people died. I don't.
Well, that pussy targeted fucking old people too. Like, what a fucking piece of
Yes,
shit.
he did. Yes, he did.
Like they're basically on their way out.
That's just poor planning, is what that is, man. Yeah, because they're gonna go soon anyway, and you waste. Yeah, you're an asshole. I hope you die painfully.
I would have had no problem if they just drug him out to the street and just shot him in the back of the head, fucking Mao style, right? Like some communist shit.
Thank you, Dork, over on Streamlabs. The only place we can legally buy bottles of alcohol in my state is a liquor store. Wow. I thought you guys down there in Aussie land were a lot more open with the liquor. Or is that just like hard liquor? Can you buy like Foster's at the local? Do you guys even have convenience stores?
Jenna in the chat says 6 wounded, 11 dead. 4 of the 6 were police officers. Well, at least he took on people that are, at least he picked a fight that it wasn't a pushover, like shooting a whole bunch of fucking old people.
Yeah, he lost that fight too, man.
Oh, he sure did.
He got shot several times. I'm actually glad they didn't kill him. I really am, because I want them to treat his wounds, heal him up nice, and strap him into an electric chair.
We do have the death penalty here.
Yes. Actually, you know what I think would be great? And I mean this sincerely. I hope they give him the gas chamber. I don't think they do that anywhere anymore.
No,
I think it would be a fitting end.
We do lethal injection here, I believe.
And
the funny part is, well, it's not that funny, but where he's going to definitely be good, because this will be a federal crime. He's going to be in Allenwood, which is literally probably 10 miles from me.
Yeah. Federal hate crime, guys. Not a smart thing to do.
Fun fact, they kept John Gotti in Allenwood.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Is that where he died?
No, I believe he was transferred out at that point. But a lot of the the high level federal fucking high profile type people usually go to Allenwood, because it's still on the East Coast, but it's kind of away from the bigger cities.
Cyber tells me they don't drink Foster's in Australia. Don't lie to me. I've seen it on commercials. It's Australian for beer, which is a weird way to say beer when they say beer.
Yeah.
It says there were around 20 people in the synagogue. That's all that was there. That man. Yeah, there's nothing good about that guy. And my joke wasn't at their expense, you fucking assholes. It was at Twitter, at that fucking Piers Morgan moron. I feel like I've dominated the conversation. How you doing this morning, Bear?
I'm just currently quote tweeting Piers Morgan. Give me a moment.
I appreciate that you're. Please tell him I said he's a dick. Dax, how you doing?
I'm good.
Cyberdoc in the chat is fairly familiar with Allenwood. It is a nice federal prison where rich people normally do go. Rich people and high-profile people.
Bloodwing, you feeling any better, bud?
Oh, I've still got the hangings on, as you've probably heard. But I'll live. I'll get there. Little tired. Spent the afternoon in the hospital yesterday with my dad. But
Keegan says, "Why is Monkey aggressively gay? Tell your dad to stop resisting." And Goot, we know how you are. You're going to traffic court, so yeah. Man, what a day! Like, this is supposed to be a good day. We got a new Grand Monkey on the way.
Yeah. Still not here yet, huh?
No, they were supposed to induce tomorrow, but they moved it up to 7 p.m. tonight. So depending on how long she's in labor, like Lady Monkey combined with 3 children. Whoops, we only had 3. Her total labor was only 14 hours for all 3 children combined.
Nice.
My mom was in labor for 36 hours with just me.
Jesus Christ. I
don't know.
Out, man. Fuck that shit.
I don't know why she didn't hate me.
Okay, Monkey.
Yeah.
After Piers Morgan's original tweet that you responded to, he then started responding to many Americans by quote tweeting them.
So that motherfucker he did report me, you bitch.
He probably did.
You dick. It's on, Piers.
So there was someone who replied to him saying, we have 5 times the population of the UK. Clearly, we'll have more mass shootings. AR-15 is used in less than 3% of all gun deaths. Blah, 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 blah. And then Pierce quote tweeted him saying, right, but we have 32 gun deaths a year and you have 32,000. I'm not a maths expert, but I'm fairly sure that's 5 times 35. That does not equal 32,000. So I quote tweeted him saying, how many of those deaths were caused by AR-15s? How many of those deaths were caused by other guns, seeing as you have a particular issue with that rifle? You've spoken about regulation, but I'd imagine Chicago shootings aren't legally owned firearms. I then quote tweeted him again, where he was quote tweeting someone else, and he was saying, my obsession with the AR-15 is that it's now being used in almost every one of the worst mass shootings.
No.
So I quote tweeted him saying,
the most well publicized. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
I then quote tweeted him saying, would you have preferred each mass shooting be committed with handguns instead? Because last time I checked, you can kill someone with a pistol just as easily. Oh, and my power ranting monkey said you're a dick.
Thank you. I'm also curious what he thinks about stabbings.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Another donation over on the Streamlabs. Thank you again, Dork. It's my backyard, nanny state. You can drink at a pub, obviously, but if you want to take any booze home, you'll have to buy it from a liquor store. And then in all caps, don't you fucking get me started on that Foster shit. I'll rant your fucking ear off.
Foster's, that's how we know you buy.
Foster's is just cheap lager. It's what you buy when you can't afford anything else.
It's Australian for beer, man.
They pushed that hard in the States, man. They ran commercials like every other fucking minute for that stuff.
And those were great commercials.
Oh,
those were great commercials.
Yeah, the advertisements, but the lager tastes like shit. Like it's what you buy when you can't afford to get anything good.
So it's the Mad Dog 2020 of beer.
Yeah, no shit.
MD 2020. Oh my gosh, the memories.
Only us boomers got that one.
I never tried it. Never did.
What, Mad Dog?
Yeah.
You know it doesn't actually stand for Mad Dog. I just found this out a year ago.
It's Mogan David.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, I am running the Fuck Twitter Fund. You can donate to that through several different ways. Piers is still mad that he got fired from his dream job at CNN trying to sensationalize anti-gun bullshit. That's fine, but man, I didn't say anything wrong here.
Is he still in America?
Bear said he's over here right now.
Get him the fuck out of here. Bear, and I want a formal apology from you for infecting us with this bullshit.
Dork says, fuck off, monkey. We don't drink it here. Hey, look, I believe what TV tells me. And thank you for shilling the Streamlabs link there, Stargazer Nuts. That's where you can donate to the Fuck Twitter Fund. Fucking ass. I can't.
Barry, you got something to say?
About what?
He wants an apology from you for Piers Morgan.
No, I'm not apologizing for that fat pig.
I'll wait. Take your time.
I also will not apologize on behalf of someone who's a higher class than me. No.
Oh. Bloodwing, I'm going to have to ask you to mute your mic for a little bit. Then just unmute when you want to talk. Because it sounds like you're blowing static kisses at us.
Oh, we're getting static from there?
Okay.
I think the hate in me is making the blood go through my ears. I can't hear shit.
It's just is it just me? Am I the only one hearing it?
I heard a little bit of crackling. I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
I just ignored it.
Let's see. What is the story with the anti-gun? You got to be a little more specific there, Tyler. We want an apology for Madonna. Yo, look, we stopped apologizing for her. All we do now is give out wet wipes.
Yeah, sanitize anywhere she's touched. That's all we can tell you.
God, Madonna used to be the shit, man.
She used to be awesome. Like I loved her in Dick Tracy when I was a kid.
Fucking right. Dancing around on stage, fucking half naked. Madonna was fucking
Like,
awesome.
she had them thighs that were.
But she got all that money, man. She needs to get that gap in her fucking teeth fixed.
Yeah, you figure she would have done that by now, but then she pretended she was British and then never wanted to fix her teeth again.
Oh,
Maybe that's why she went over there. She's like, I'll blend in.
It was all camouflage so she could regroup.
That's right. Oh my God. Canada's passing Bill C-71 that won't do anything to stop gang violence in Toronto. Oh, well, y'all do. Canada does a lot of stupid shit they don't have to for no reason. Do you remember when Madonna put out her naked book? What's the name of that thing?
Is that,
Just
is that
picture.
right out around the time she came out with that video, like the dominatrix shit?
I think it was around then, yeah.
Oh, that was like late 90s, wasn't it?
Coffee table book with naked pictures of Madonna, because you can't see that anywhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
I quote tweeted him again. Trying very hard here. Because he's complaining about the AR-15, as you can imagine. Saying, America supporting gun violence is the business of every person who spends any time in the country.
Then
So
stay out, bitch.
So I quote tweeted him saying, "Let's ban the AR-15, like how we banned knives. Didn't the massive increase in knife crime across the entirety of the UK, bringing our levels close to New York City's. It also didn't stop a young man from being disemboweled a few months ago on the streets of London. Fucking moron."
But at least he wasn't shot with an AR-15, man.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. There is that. Also, it didn't stop the 6,000 gun-related crimes in 2015, even though it's incredibly hard to get hold of a weapon in this country.
So come to think about it, we haven't heard a lot from the gun grabbers in the last couple of years, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, David Hogg doing his stuff.
Yeah, but that kind of fizzled out real quick. That was like a month and then gone.
Oh, no, they're still going strong, man. They're just not getting the same. They're getting support quietly. It's not all over the news right now.
Gotcha. And is it kind of funny we never heard anything more about the Vegas shooter, his motive, the background? It kind of
that all just went away.
Too. Yeah.
They did come out and say that maybe a month ago, still no motive found.
I find that
I think he just didn't like country music.
Or what if it was a target against right-leaning people? How about that?
Could be.
Oh, I mean, you shoot up. It was a country music concert he shot at.
Yes.
And who are the kind of people that patron that kind of shit? Right-leaning people, I suppose.
Blood Wings.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
A bunch of boomers.
The Dems are walking back because that issue wrecks them during the elections. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. That's why even most liberals who are bad on guns in like the Senate and the House, they're still not horrible on guns.
Right.
They're still okay. You can shoot some things.
Well, what about all those Democrats who are up for election in heavy red states that are, the old school blue dog Democrats that still want their guns?
They're not playing up the gun issue, saying pull guns because they know better. Morning, Weebo. I love country music too. I was just kidding. I like all kinds of music. So
I love this country, man.
Everyone quote tweet Piers Morgan # free monkey. That would be great. P-Dog, thank you. No motive found means he was a leftist. Yeah, it's amazing how that works, isn't it?
There's this guy who likes to argue with me on Twitter whenever I post something, and he's saying the difference is that knives aren't as easy to kill with. If they were, people wouldn't bother with guns. Mate, give me a bayonet. I can shank 50 motherfuckers before someone's able to stop me.
I give you 3 before you run out of breath.
Those people.
I'll stop for a cigarette break.
If that's true, then why is London's crime rate equal to New York? Didn't you guys pass New York City?
Yeah, I think the death toll is staggering for us.
Dork has another Streamlab donation for me, and this time she says, "Fuck Foster's and fuck Paul Hogan." Why do you guys hate on like Paul Hogan and then what was the crocodile hunter dude?
Steve Irwin.
These are national treasures. You guys need to be memorializing them like the Mexicans do Jesus.
That's the only thing we know about your culture.
That's right.
That and everything there will try to kill you.
That too. And drop bears. Terrifying.
Drop bears.
Right, it's now time to start the hashtag. Right.
Again, if I had done something, I'd be like, all right, I deserve it. And let me fucking fix it. Don't tell me, you gotta start your countdown to continue and not give me a way to start my fucking countdown.
I have started it. Hashtag free ranting monkey.
I just can't believe that's what I got hit for. You fucking assholes. Where's the hate speech in that, you fucking dicks? The only thing I was hateful to was Piers Morgan, and that he's not listed on those things I can't promote violence against.
What gets me about Piers Morgan, right, is he is the host of Good Morning Britain. And sometimes I'll wander into the living room and see him arguing with someone on there. And he's not wrong about everything that he says. Like on some things he gets shit right whenever it comes like the gender,
Sometimes, sure,
feminism or anything like that. But when it comes to guns and stuff,
just got a hard on for guns, man.
Just send Alex Jones at him again. That'll help.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. I fucking love that clip. God,
Sarah said, what happened? For those of you just joining us, I got a 12-hour Twitter suspension for asking Piers Morgan which gun he'd prefer to kill Jews with, since apparently the AR-15 is not the right one.
Alex Jones is our Paul Hogan.
Peter says Steve Irwin was all right. There's a lot of Aussies who seem to hate him, though, and I don't understand why. He was great.
Maybe because when they get on a stream with Americans, that's all we talk about.
Well, they should give us more things to talk about. We got Foster's, Paul Hogan, and Steve Irwin. That's what we know. And Bearing.
What about the Gladiator guy, Russell Crowe? I like him.
He throws telephones at people.
Yeah, I like him.
He hasn't done anything in a long time, and none of his movies were as good as Crocodile Dundee. Let's be honest.
I like Gladiator.
Gladiator was okay. It was way too long, and the pillow of dirt at the end was just game breaking for me.
Man, they killed his family, man. What more do you want?
That's a better story than John Wick, where they killed his dog and he went nuts.
He killed my dog. I'm fucking you up.
Have you seen that movie? It wasn't just about the dog, man.
It was about the dog. No, don't give me that bullshit.
What about the car?
It was about losing his last connection to his wife.
He killed like 400 people because somebody killed his dog.
Yeah, and they're bad people.
Did they steal his car too?
They stole his car.
Stole his car, killed a dog, and so he kills like everybody they've ever met. I'm gonna kill your third grade teacher. You shot my dog.
Sounds like a MGTOW wrote that, don't it?
It does. Yes, that was some angry incel shit right there.
I don't care if MGTOW wrote it or not. I love those movies.
I like.
I like John Wick, but I'm sorry, Bear. What were we saying?
I was saying I like what Brian said in the chat there. Crocodile Monkey featuring Steve Guttenberg.
I like the John Wick movies, but they are fucking stupid. They're really stupid. There are better ways that they could have got him to go crazy, like kill his wife, and then I would be like, all right, yeah, you can kill everybody for that. But your dog, come on, man.
Did they just take the premise from every Liam Neeson movie ever and just kind of throw
Keanu into a dog?
Yeah. I don't know who you are or what you will
find you.
Liam Neeson's the best.
He is.
Hold on, where's he from? Is he British?
He's British.
Yeah.
Well, right. Same thing. Okay.
Right, Bear. Ireland's the same as Great Britain, right?
Well, Northern Ireland is, yeah. Not the Republic of Ireland.
Like Old Guy Gamer says, I like it when Bear says Piers Morgan. It sounds like he says Piss Morgan.
From now on, that's what he shall be known as, Piss Morgan.
Dax, will you send Polly the link?
Already on it.
Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Bear.
Liam Neeson has a fantastic voice. He's just where was he? He was born in Ballymena.
I am waiting for his movie that we heard about. Thank you, Stargate. That's right. The Fuck Twitter Fund is going. Please donate. Please be generous, because I'm going to need heart surgery after this shit. I am so pissy.
He is British. He was born in Northern Ireland, so he's British.
Okay. Me corrected.
Don't make up for Piers Morgan, though.
Well, he has a strange accent for Northern Ireland, because Northern Ireland's very, yeah, right there, you bastard. So he's like, no.
He kind of has that, but it sounds like he's been down south for a while.
Oh, fucking fish your dad.
Oh, he's been down south.
Yes, not nowhere. That's the one, the plow movie that's coming out where he's a snowplow driver who for some reason goes on a killing spree. I can't wait for this.
Oh, it doesn't look like he's like a super jacked ex MI6 guy either. Too, it looks like he's going to play a regular dude that just goes insane.
Yeah, and I just love that they say, yeah, what situation can we put him in? Snowplow driver.
They're running out of plots.
They really, really are.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna roll smoke. Shut up, monkey.
Roger that. I'd like to see a movie in which a gamer gets griefed in Rust or something like that after like collecting all their materials and then getting really angry and then going and shoot up their entire family and stuff. That'd be pretty good. Actually, no, don't do that. It would paint gamers in a bad light. Don't do it.
Don't.
Play PUBG with me once.
I played PUBG with Gutenberg and then I stabbed 50 people.
Okay, Duck Dog says the dog was a gift from his dead wife. The last birthday present she got him. I understand that. That's a dumb reason to go killing. How many people did he kill in that movie? Anybody had a body count?
I don't know. I could watch it again later and find out.
Yeah, count that up for me. Let me know. Because I feel like the dead dog is not worth the human lives he took.
They took his car, man.
That car was a good car. You saw the car.
It was vintage.
It was sweet.
It was sweet.
Okay, so kill the people who took the car, get the car back. You don't kill everybody they ever talked to.
They killed his dog, man.
But they were
You
going to
sold him
retaliate. That's the point. If he killed the
You
people,
sold him a monster. That's no.
he had,
You know-
he had to kill them all.
Honestly, if someone was to like, I don't know,
Gotta kill them all.
gotta kill them all. If someone was to steal one of my cans of monsters, or like, or if I was stood there having a drink of my monster and like a stray bullet came through it, I'd kill everyone. Everyone.
That's why you guys can't have guns.
Exactly. That's why I'm me specifically isn't allowed to hold a gun ever again. Or a
They
bayonet.
were all mobsters, so it's okay. Look, I get they were bad people. I do. And they killed his dog, but killing a dog, really? Come on.
Again, if you killed one of them, he'd have to kill them all because they'd have to retaliate.
Come on.
Man, they took his car,
Jim
man.
Healy said 77 people in the first movie.
Jesus, for a dog.
Jim, you ruined my day. Now I don't have to watch the movie.
Now
That's-
you get to watch it instead of having to watch it.
That seemed like a fair trade for a puppy and a fucking sweet ass car, man.
That was pretty good.
Good morning, Polly.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we? Well, how's everyone but Monkey?
Hey, Polly.
Oh, Monkey,
probably had
I'm
a
sorry
kind
to
of
hear that. That's it's a frustrating thing to have happen, but to have happened to you by peers, that's salt in the wound, man. That's-
And again, there's if I did something wrong, I'll take my lick. I get that. I didn't do anything wrong here.
Man, he got cucked by a limey, bro.
I know. And a
No,
bad one
wait,
at that.
not even
being
cocked. He got told on.
Yeah,
by a line.
They went and told mom and dad.
He tattled is what happened. Like that's oh man.
He got cuck hold. He brought someone else into that shit.
I've got a long-standing thing against Piers Morgan and just
Oh, I do now.
him and his whole slaughter in America on CNN, that whole thing he tried to run was just, dude,
Ne-
you're
Next time I get suspended, it'll be for cause.
Would you say you're John Wick on Twitter?
Yes, I am. He killed my puppy.
And took
My
your
puppy was named Twitter.
but to be honest, I need the break. I may or may not have got a little smacked around by Monkey yesterday on Twitter, and just a little bit. It's
I
okay.
didn't even get to see your response to my last thing, which I thought was clever.
So sad. You keep making me sad for you.
You know, usually I don't use my disabilities to get money, but I'm going to use my Twitter disability. If you want to give me money for the Fuck Twitter Foundation, you can do so now. Gentlemen, what do you guys got going on today? Anybody have something fun? I'm having a grandbaby, hopefully, and playing some Fallout 76. And I'm going to name my character in Fallout Irate Bear.
Yeah, monkey.
Please do it.
I'm going to.
I'm going to flag your stream down. I'm not joking.
Is Pierce the guy who used to get so mad at Trump he'd go on TV yelling?
No,
I've seen-
he's quite friendly with Trump. That's one of the things that people criticize him for, depending on which group he's in.
I'm still stuck on. I can't believe I got fucking time. You let me fix it, you assholes. I'll delete that and say something worse to Piers.
You know, you said no, that you thought that was a like a human evaluation, not a bot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a weird secret empire they're running over there, man. Who's like, I okay, yeah, I'll buy that you're right on that. Like what? But I think it's certain things that would bring it before human eyes, like Jew, gun. You know what I mean? Certain tag words and sent at certain blue check marks.
Well, here's the
and
thing.
then that'll bring you up for evaluation, if you know what I mean.
We know for a fact that there are people who get preferential treatment within Twitter who can go report you, and it's like immediately looked at, and bam, you're gone. They actually had a program for it at one time. I don't know if they still do, and I'm fairly certain Piers has friends over there. And from what Bear tells us, he's just started responding to the things in that thread. So it's a little, that little bitch. We're gonna play, Piers. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna stalk you. No, I'm not gonna stalk you because that's against the rules. Monkey, please don't become D-Ray. I'm funnier than D-Ray. D-Ray ain't funny.
I can't be asked typing this shit up. Just to make things clear, British citizens can own guns. The reason why we don't bother is because the fucking you have to go through a very stringent vetting process with the police that lasts a very long time. It's also incredibly expensive to do. Like you have to own a gun locker. You have to prove that you could be safe, but you have to be interviewed by the police several times. That's why people just don't fucking bother with it.
Yeah, guys, if you would please like and share, especially the share since I can't do it. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you, Nuts, for reminding me of that. Oh, wait, Cripple Lives Matter. You would think so. They took down a cripple. Well, I guess he's crippled too. He is British. Love you, Bear.
I hate the British. I fucking hate them. There's a reason why we separated from them cunts, right? And then they send their people over here to try to fucking tell us how to live our life, right? It's fucking America. We were founded on fucking freedom.
What? Whoa, I'm sorry, Polly. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
What you're talking about in chat?
Oh, there is a Comicsgate YouTuber by the name of That Umbrella Guy, or Tug for short. He's awesome, to say the least. His channel, he got focused on, and this is how fast these things happen in social media generally, but in Comicsgate particularly. Somebody wrote up a garbage tier article where he was named as one of the lieutenants of Comicsgate, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. And immediately things started going south for him fast. His channel got struck, so he can't stream anymore. He streamed daily, and his shit was awesome. I'm a big fan. So no streaming, and it's like, oh, okay. And then somebody just doxed him and called his employer and said, do you realize that you've got a white nationalist, or whatever the fuck they said? And it's that this is happening to Tug. Is like, he's a nice guy, and Monkey, he does what you do. He brings his little 3-year-old on, and she's adorable. Like, it's just, he's a nice guy. He just wants good comics. He's not a fan of the people that just, the hangers on the anti-Comicsgate side that just, stir the shit pot. It's all kinds of bad drama, man, is the short version of the story. A good YouTuber got struck down and doxxed over angry people out there. Just, we want to shut this guy up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have some good news, guys. I went looking for my own articles, and I found one that's really good news. Exclusive: Trump targeting birthright citizenship with executive order. President Trump plans to sign an executive order that would remove the right to citizenship for babies of non-citizens and unauthorized immigrants born on U.S. soil, he said yesterday in an exclusive interview for Axios on HBO, a new 4-part documentary series debuting this Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, so the has been a point of contention for a long time. Illegals sneak across the border, have a baby, and suddenly it's American. Anchor babies. Yes, exactly, Sarah. They're getting rid of anchor babies.
Good.
Well, they'll have to amend the Constitution then, won't they?
No.
Yeah, because it, something about being born on fucking U.S. soil, some shit like that.
Very, very much so in the 14th Amendment. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're
I definitely and very much want to get into that because I got some thoughts on that. But before we get too far away from the Comicsgate thing, because I don't want to turn this into a Comicsgate thing, Jim Healis is in chat, and Jim's a longtime fan of the Monkey Show, and he was on Comic Book Curation over on my channel last night. And Jim Sharp, because he's a creator, created Blue Mamba, a comic that just came out and is doing really well.
And congratulations on that, dude.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Like I said, I want to talk about it when I finally get to be on Polly Show sometime in the next week or two.
Yeah. Jim was on last night, and he's that guy that will challenge you on your seeming righteousness on an issue. Think about this, about that. And if anyone's interested, yeah, it was a great conversation. And he really, I put the link to my channel there where you'll find all of my videos, including most recently the one last night with Jim. And it was a deep back and forth, I thought. And he handled his position pretty well. Like basically there's bad people on both sides and how it's become very, very tribal, and he's not wrong in what he's saying. And I challenge him on some things, and then he responds well. It was great. It was great. So worth checking out. So yeah, let's get into the 14th Amendment. Let's get into
the 14th Amendment. This is what has given the anchor babies their status for so long. The section 1 of the 14th Amendment reads, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the states wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, or deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of law. That first part is what gets it. All persons born or naturalized in the United States. That's where people always stop. But that next line right after the comma, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, is where the problem comes in. This was never made to say that if you bring a baby over or you bring a pregnant lady over here and she drops a kid, that kid is a U.S. citizen. That has never been what it was. That's not what it was meant for.
Yeah, but there's a team of lawyers that'll fucking challenge that all the way up to the Supreme Court.
And you know what? I hope they do.
You know what? You're Monk, you're not wrong. Goat, you're not wrong. And then the aforementioned Jim Healis says anchor babies came about because of a footnote of a SCOTUS case, and he's right. It's like, here's this basic law, and then a series of precedents and decisions and case history make up the thing, and it becomes anything. Can President Trump undo that? I remember taking this course in undergrad on constitutional law, especially around Reconstruction era 14th Amendment time, and yeah, he can undo it. It's going to be challenged as fuck because the mention of the army of lawyers mentioned that are going to, this is strictly unconstitutional as it's been interpreted, but the scope of the 14th Amendment has been expanded and narrowed over time. Let's not act like, it says anybody who came from Mexico, that it's that explicit. It's case law that makes it so. And yes, executive authority can be used to curtail that. Is it going to be constitutional? Let's see if it holds up in court. But yeah,
what'll happen is it'll get challenged. Somebody will probably challenge it in the 9th because that's the easiest one to win something like this. There'll be a injunction slapped on it immediately. It'll be fast tracked to the Supreme Court, where Justice Kavanaugh will help get that turned to what they actually fucking meant when they wrote it.
I mean, the intention of the context, like the historical context of the time, is clear. It's like anyone who was born here, i.e. all ex-slaves, are now under the equal protection of the law.
Yep.
And so thus that's a great way of saying it in legal language. Like at the time, who had the foresight to think that there would be, pardon my language, but a silent invasion from the South?
Beaners.
It's written that everyone who's currently here and was born here is now a citizen, point blank, end of story. Not Saudis to set up hospitals on the furthest corners of a U.S. island to have children and therefore dual citizenship, which is an actual thing. I just didn't make that up.
Well, it's insulting to the history of slaves. These people were fighting for their rights because they were brought here against their will. Mm-hmm. And they were that's where the under the jurisdiction of the United States comes from, because they were seen as property when they were brought over, and they were under the jurisdiction. We had laws about bringing slaves back and stuff. Our laws for illegals being here is like kick them the fuck out. That's not actually being under our jurisdiction, and that's why you'll see if anytime that we try to execute somebody, it's like, "Oh, wait, that's our citizen." Like, you didn't want him before you killed somebody. But this was not meant to have squatters come drop their little ugly babies here. Because remember, we only take the ugly ones, guys. Do you guys remember that? I forget what senator said it. They're not sending the attractive children. I'm like, oh my God. A senator actually said that. They're not sending the attractive children.
You know, even if they want to do it and they can like have those anchor babies, there shouldn't be an anchor baby. The kid, fine, give him the citizenship. The parents, goodbye. You're unfit parents. You broke the law.
Yeah, we'll have to take that kid away from you, which, by the way, people don't like.
This guy's fucking retarded. I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Oh,
I love it when Bear gets that mad.
do work. No, they don't, fuckhead. Because if they did, there wouldn't be any fucking knife crime in the UK, would there? You cunt. Oh,
Yes.
fuck off.
Hey, Bear, drink another Monster, will you? You sound a little tired there.
I love it.
Morning, and it's meant for legal immigrants. Yes, that too. I mean, but legal immigrants are, if you go all the way through the process, you're a citizen, and it was meant for slaves, is what that law was. What the first part of the 14th was written for.
There's already 22 million of them. Why do we need to take any? And that's the low. That's the
way low estimate, man.
Yeah. The high estimate is what, 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough of you people here. Okay, more than enough. Stay where you're at. Don't come to our country. All right.
The thing that kills me is that it's like, okay, statements like that. It's like there's enough of them here. If there was measured immigration according to what. There's times that the floodgates have been opened, and then times that they were closed, and there was different reasons and different historical patterns for that. I don't understand why, because there has been some legal immigration, that means there should always be now it's become open borders. What in the ever-loving fuck? Yeah, just what the fuck? What the fuck? It's like, we don't want those Browns here. No, that's got nothing to do with it. What I don't want is immigration based on race, which is the way it is right now with the visa lottery. It's like countries that have non-white majority countries are the ones that are the only ones that are on the visa list. Don't believe me? Go look up who's on the visa lottery list. It's a long country of non-white majority countries. So the system already is racially preferential or discriminatory. Pick the word you want. I don't want that.
Yeah, Weebo, skip class. Come hang out with us.
I'm calm now.
Tell them there's a family emergency.
Oh, she doesn't listen to me anyway.
I'm relaxed now.
Good for you. I'm not. I'm still. I'm pissed off.
You got a hashtag free monkey. What more would you fucking?
I appreciate that. I really do. And those of you who share that, I love you for it.
Is it a country of laws or isn't it?
Apparently not.
That's what I mean. It's like, well, my feelings, so therefore open borders. What? No, what fuck you.
They only want the laws when it's laws they agree with.
And then they're not laws. That doesn't mean anything then.
Speaking of laws, did I hear correctly that someone tried to steal the Magna Carta?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody did. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. A Magna Carta, because there are multiples of it to send to all the lords, right? There's one over in the Smithsonian and so forth in DC. And
do we know where Piers Morgan was at the time?
You should see. They tried, and you should see the pictures of it. There's multiple hammer bangs trying to get through the security glass and failed. And then on Twitter, all these wannabe smart assholes going, it's the Magna Carta, not Magna Carta. And it's like, there's multiples of it, you retards. Don't say stupid shit in public. People will see.
Well, yeah, there's
Ashmedai says people will think hashtag free monkey is about slavery. God damn it.
If you pluralized it, yeah, maybe. Yeah, there were a lot of drafts of the Constitution, right? You always hear like those stories that pop up like every other year about someone finding one behind a painting or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a rough draft of the Constitution, or a lot of the state constitutions, like the old school ones. People will find them behind pictures and shit.
Yeah, same thing with the Declaration of Independence is a little different, but if anyone's interested,
there were a lot of drafts to that, though, weren't there?
To what?
The Declaration.
The draft is available, written in Jefferson's own hand, and then the cut through lining, so you can see the changes that he made and didn't make. Well, the committee made and didn't make, made up of who it was Adams and Franklin that sat on the committee with him. But yeah, Very, very few changes, actually, because he was lifting most of it from John Locke. Have you read your Loki?
Have you read your Loki?
Yeah, Ben Franklin, not a fan of that douchebag.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Did I
whoa,
wake you
whoa,
up?
whoa. What?
Oh, we're gonna have a fight.
Yeah, Ben Franklin. He's a quote is saying there's
My
too many
shouting didn't wake you up,
swarthy Germans coming into Pennsylvania. He was a germaphobe.
He was a germaphobe.
Germaphobe.
All right, you managed to make me lighten up with that one. Don't be talking shit about my man Franklin. Franklin was. How many people become a revolutionary in their 70s?
Storm, get the fuck out of here! It fucking, I don't know, fucking dived in every vagina in France. Like, why do you like the guy,
What do you talk about? He was a pimp. He was a ladies' man. The women loved him.
dude? Everybody was fucking back then. What are you talking about?
No,
didn't know
not
about-
everyone was.
They didn't know about VD back then. Everybody was fucking everything.
What?
You know what
Huh?
you know what I discovered on a side but related note? I went
That
back and listened to something, and when two people talk at the same time on a stream, what you hear is like it.
Yes.
Stop complaining, Polly.
Get him, Bear. Get him, Bear.
All you've done is talk about migration. Polly,
What?
shut up. Polly.
Hey, I would fine.
I've got all the shouting out my system, so I'm not doing it properly.
Franklin was the
calm.
man. No, very few people have the balls to become a revolutionary in their 70s. He did.
The fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
top it up.
I'll put Franklin up against George Washington any fucking day.
Oh well, what kind of argument is that? That's Bambi versus Godzilla. George Washington was the man.
All right, listen. I didn't go to college. Okay, I'm a borderline fucking moron. But I guarantee you put
Borderline.
fuck you, old man.
Love that's where our brain went
I
to.
told you, I'm a high functioning idiot. All right, Ben Franklin,
Okay.
give me.
You're a fucking autist, Gutenberg.
You're British. Shut up.
We're fabulous, darling.
Darling.
Jack Coggins says
good morning,
Polly
Vanilla
love.
Bear.
Oh,
What,
Vanilla Bear's
pardon?
here. Oh, there
Hey,
she is.
Vanilla.
Hey,
Vanilla Bear is right behind me. Say hello. He turkeyed for you.
Hi, sweetie. I hope you're doing well.
Monkey says, hi, sweetie. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not awake.
You are awake. I can see your eyes.
No.
I'm sorry. What were you reading from Jack?
Polly loves old white men and hates brown people. That's what I've learned today.
Oh,
Stop hating brown people.
Stop
Polly.
hating brown people. That's hate speech. Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Franklin wanted turkeys to be the U.S. bird.
And they should have been.
Yeah, I agree, Dax. It was a great idea. It's not a smart bird, but it's native to America. It's pretty cool. It's pretty.
They're
original.
also assholes, which would fit well.
They can't even fly. What
Yes,
are
they
you
can.
talking about? Oh, they can glide like 10 feet.
They can climb up a fucking tree.
I'll give the fuck. That's why you eat
Yeah,
them on
the
Thanksgiving.
bald eagle is a better choice, but if you want to be truly American, I think the turkey would be right.
But no, it is, and the thing that kind of bugs me about the eagle, it was too obvious of a choice. Like, okay, let's go with the
come on,
bald
it's
eagle. We're there
beautiful.
now.
Oh,
You know what?
It's majestic looking, and I'll give it that. But it hunts tiny little rodents. Like this is what
That's
it does
right,
for
and
a
that's what we
living.
do. We look beautiful. We assert our dominance, and we eat the little guy because fuck them.
Oh, sorry. What do turkeys eat? Fucking worms and insects and shit.
They are really dirty little animals.
An
Man,
eagle's
what-
an
what
alpha
is it?
predator.
You hate Thanksgiving. You hate Benjamin Franklin. What other pieces of Americana do you hate?
Oh, I can see why you'd hate Thanksgiving because it's so close to Christmas. That's an expensive time of year.
Huh?
Yeah, but that meal's so good.
Would you stop
Yeah,
doing the
boy.
fucking hair?
Huh?
Yeah,
Eh?
sit around on a Thursday, get stuffed till you can't move, watch American football. Ain't nothing better, dude.
Is that not
Jack
what
says-
Americans do on a daily basis anyway?
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Jack says hunts tidy rodents. Well, we crushed Germany twice.
I'll tell you what, a turkey makes one heck of a good watchdog, though.
Oh yeah,
Turkeys are
they're
assholes.
Turkeys are us.
They are assholes.
Dude,
Yes, they are.
we have a ton of wild turkeys around here, and those little fuckers, they are assholes, man.
You can eat the flappy bit.
Yeah, what goes
I wouldn't want to eat the flappy bit.
under the chimney?
You
That's
just
not
suck on the
good
flappy
when you're
bit.
a sailor, you know.
Just kick it.
I am, excuse me, I am forever.
Polly, why'd you hate me?
I don't. I like you. What?
You said you would hate brown people earlier, and I'd like to know why.
No,
why
no,
you
no,
hate
no,
me.
no. Jack Cochran said that I hate brown people. Jack
Well,
Cochran's what we
Jack
call
Cochran he's the gospel.
No, he's a shit disturber.
A shit disturber.
I know the man personally, and this is why he's one of our 3-man group on comic book curation, which you can find over on my channel, Polydub.
Very nice transition there, Polly.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I liked it.
Don't forget to shill your shit, guys.
I am forever amazed at how stupid, just how dumb turkeys are. Like, I was watching a hunting video with hunting wild turkeys, and a guy set up a decoy, like a plastic turkey. It looked nothing like a real turkey. And this one male turkey, a tom, comes up to it and swats it with its wing. And it's like not understanding why it's not paying attention to him. So it just keeps there swatting it and hacking it and pecking it. And it's like, dude, it's not going to respond. It's just a piece of plastic. They're just so dumb.
Now you think an eagle will do that? No.
Oh, Eagle would have killed it. Been like, bitch, pay attention to me.
Right.
I have an article here related to what's going on with me. Fucking assholes. The SPLC leads Soros-funded groups in Orwellian attempt to ban hate speech on social media.
Woo!
Last week, the Southern Poverty Law Center teamed up with 5 other groups funded by George Soros to pressure tech companies to, quote, reduce harmful activities on their hateful activities on their platform.
Can I ask the link?
Yeah.
Please.
I will throw it into our side chat here. And if anybody else wants to read along, I will throw it into the main chat as well.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome, my friend. Let's see. While this sounds like a noble goal, mainstream conservative and Christian groups have fallen afoul of the SPLC, warn that these liberal organizations have an Orwellian definition of hate that most Americans would disagree with. Worse, social media companies already seem biased against conservatives. Why would you say that? Just because of these 600,000 shadow bans on accident? Really? And this SPLC campaign would only embolden that bias. On Wednesday, the Southern Poverty Law Center led a coalition of groups in releasing Change the Terms, aiming to convince big tech companies to, quote, reduce hateful activities on their platform. The coalition warned that, quote, white supremacists and other organizations that incite hate are using online platforms to organize, fund, recruit supporters for, and normalize racism, sexism, religious bigotry, as well as anti-LGBTQ and anti-immigration animus, among other activities.
Well, when they lump half the country into that shit, the tech giants literally hate the people that use their platforms. That's all it boils.
Well, I'm jumping down a little bit. Quote, most people think of hate speech as somebody encouraging physical violence. Stabber argued he's somebody who's against this. Groups like the SPLC extended to anybody who doesn't accept their view on LGBT issues, same-sex marriage, abortion, immigration, or Islam. Indeed, the SPLC paid $3.375 million to settle a defamation suit from Majid Nawaz, a Muslim reformer the SPLC branded as an anti-Muslim extremist. That is absolutely true.
He's the one who can basically help Tommy Robinson transition from the EDL to what he is now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they labeled him as anti-Muslim, and he's like, bitch, no, and sued him, and they actually settled rather than going to court because they knew they were fucked.
He has a snazzy mustache.
So yeah, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which, by the way, guys, you'll hear them talked about anytime there's some. It's almost like the Defamation League or the Rainbow Coalition. They pull out these things. They're like, the SPLC said. The SPLC is just a group of assholes who pull shit out of their butts. They stick their head up there and go, let's see what we can find today. And they're morons. The SPLC used to actually serve a purpose, but they need to go away now. That's the problem with so many groups. It's the problem with like feminism and stuff. There was a time where some of this stuff was necessary, and it's not. And so when it's not necessary anymore, they have to find a reason to exist, and that's why they end up getting sued for being douchebags.
Well, to be fair, they're not finding a reason to exist. They're getting funded to exist at this point.
Well, yeah, but the people who are there, like, okay, we have to justify this funding. How do we do it? Oh, I know. We'll go after Monkey because he said something that wasn't hateful at all.
Don't they call that in government front loading?
Yeah.
When they promise a whole bunch of shit and they go way over budget. Polly, I think you would know something about this, wouldn't you?
I'm busy writing a tweet in Monkey's defense. What are you asking?
Never mind. We're not doing a stream or anything. I mean,
Hey, he's defending me. You leave him the hell alone.
Once again, Piers Morgan attempts to sensationalize the U.S. tragedy with poor information while ignoring the crime and issues in his own country. Ranting Monkey gets a 12-hour Twitter suspension for pointing out his hypocrisy. Hashtag free monkey. Hashtag blue check privilege.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Polly. You're a good man. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, one of the two, I think. Maybe.
Marty's Big Journey. Thank you so much. Doesn't the SPLC always get it right? Oh wait, FYI, this is P Dog watching from my new channel. You can just call me Marty now. Oh yeah, Marty. Guys, subscribe to Marty's channel. P Dog does good stuff, and he just launched his new channel where he's doing different things than he did before. So,
Cynical
your dog.
Cynical Lindsay points out something that's really. The ACLU used to serve a purpose. They used to be the champions of free speech. Oh, the mighty have fallen. That's the tragedy. It's like ACLU. What happened to you? SPLC. What happened to you?
The ACLU, no matter what you think about them and the stuff that they've stood for, they had always stood for free speech, no matter who it was.
Yeah,
they were the ones out there in the 90s defending Nazis that had their little stupid rallies.
Yes, and they've changed their mind. They just recently they were like, you know what? No, hate speech.
Well, this is all because Trump got elected. This is everything that's going on now is literally to stop Trump from fucking winning again, or anybody Trump-esque from coming back into office.
Trump syndrome is real, man. It really is.
You know, in most cases, I actually prefer my president and my Congress to be from different parties. I like the adversarial thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope the Republicans actually take seats in both houses just to piss these fuckers off.
Well, it looks like they're going to hold the Senate, if not gain a couple seats, but the Congress is still up in the air a little bit. But I think,
yeah, they'll probably lose the House, but I can dream.
Well, so let's revisit our internet bet on this. Has it changed? Because a few things have changed in the news. Are we still on a few seats will be taken in the Senate? Republicans will hold it, but they will lose. The Republicans will lose the House.
It's too close now to bet, man. If you would have bet me 3 weeks ago, we would have been on. But it is too close, and it is almost set in stone at this point. I think.
Set in stone, meaning what?
Set in stone, where it's obvious they're going to hold the Senate, if not take a couple more seats. But I think they're going to lose the House.
Yeah. So no bet here. That's what I think is going to happen. You're going to lose the House by a small margin. Monkey, sorry, go ahead.
I think they'll probably pick up a seat in the House or in the Senate, maybe one, maybe two. For the House, man, looking at the polls and everything, it tells me, they're going to lose. And historically, it tells me they're going to lose. But I don't think history and stuff applies as much anymore. I think Obama changed a lot of it, and Trump definitely changed everything. If I had to bet right now, I would think they'll hold the House, but by a very, very slim margin.
Really?
Contrarian.
Yeah.
The contrarian. Yeah.
You like that?
Well, if you go to like 385 or 358, whatever it is, Nate Silver's thing, and you look at their breakdown of the House, and
538. Yeah, everyone
538. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone should check out 538.com. It's not the gospel, but it's informative. Which
a lot of people think it is the gospel, though.
No, it's not. But compared to cable news, it's at least information, not opinion.
A lot of their polls are based on the generic ballot. A lot of them are based on the on national polls rather than individual races. I mean, they are the best about breaking down individual races. But when it comes to Congress, most people who go vote, they just vote for who their congressman is already. It's just how it works. And it's stupid, but it's how it works. I hate Congress, but I'm going to re-vote in my same congressman. Yeah, I think they'll hold the House by a very, very slim margin.
I hope you're right.
Jean-Pierre's asked all of us what we think of the ADL. The ADL, it's another group that when it started, there was a great reason for it. And now they're just out there looking for everything. They would probably consider my tweet that I got in trouble for anti-Semitic, even though it's not. Obviously not.
They're donation collectors trading on past credibility. All of
yes, that is a wonderful way to put it.
Perfectly. We're gonna have to listen to Nancy Pelosi for fucking 4 years. if fucking they win the House.
I would only be if they win the House. She'd only hold it for 2 years. They'd get it back in 2020.
You think?
Yeah. This has happened a couple of times since '94 when the Republicans took control of everything for the first time in 48 years. The Republicans will lose the House or the Senate, or in the case of 2008, lose both of them. But it switches back the next time. It always does. Yeah, they are not popular right now. My friend said that the shooter was a Trump fan who thought Trump wasn't Hitler enough for him. The shooter was not a Trump fan from everything we've seen, and it was because he wasn't Hitler enough for him.
Yeah.
From what we've heard, he thinks Trump was too nice on Jews.
Do you guys ever get so mad at these fucking far left people that you literally wish that Trump would become what they fear, just to shut them the fuck up?
Yeah, there's part of me that's like that.
Yeah.
It's why I hope the Republicans hold the House, because they put so much into it, and I'd just love to see them melt down again after all of the shit we've had to sit through.
Oh, do you know how many people will get banned for fucking trolling the fucking
Dude.
wave hashtag?
There have been a couple of times where this has happened. Was it 2006? I think it was, where the Democrats were convinced they were going to take over the House and the Senate, and it just didn't happen. And we didn't have the internet. Maybe it was 2002. We just didn't have the internet then. But Air America had come out. For those of you who don't remember Air America, Al Gore and several other people, including what's that frog faced motherfucker's name? Al Franken. They'd all got together and they were going to make a radio station that was going to go up against people like Rush Limbaugh, because all we needed was liberals to have their own radio station.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was to counter right-wing radio, and there's some great still pictures from that night where you just see them. It's almost like watching the Young Turks on the 2016 election, just without the sound. You just see them slowly go from optimistic to fuck, and it's great to watch. It really is.
You know what? I'm gonna give the Young Turks a little bit of credit here, and I don't want anybody to ever bring us up again. They've never struck down anybody's channel that compilated that.
True.
Night. They never
That's
struck
true.
down any of that. There's a million compilations of that meltdown, and every one of them is still up.
Real quick, thank you. The Urio answer. This is over on the Streamlabs. I like my president in Congress like I like my women and mistress at different parties. Monkey 2018. I like an adversarial Congress and president because we were set up that way on purpose, guys. All this talk about nothing gets done. It's actually how it's supposed to be. Well, it's not. Nothing's supposed to get done, but it's supposed to be, okay, these are what we can agree on. We'll do that, rather than reactionary bullshit.
I would have been all right if it was 1994 and we were talking about this shit, but not today. Not for the socialist agendas they're fucking pushing now. They're catering too much to the fucking far left people. I fucking.
You don't. Here's the thing. I don't think you're thinking far enough ahead with that, because again, every time these people do this, they end up losing badly. Even with Obama staying president, I mean, he lost the majorities he had in 2010.
Yeah.
They didn't get it back in 2012. They didn't get it back in 2014. The problem with a lot of liberal ideas is they sound good until you say them out loud.
Or like fairy tales and shit. That was the whole Tea Party thing. But Cruz and Rubio and all those guys up to the forefront.
Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Is anyone going to talk about the Hillary video? Her saying they all look the same when talking about Eric Holder. You know what? We talked about that last night, and you might not like my opinion on this, but she was clearly making a joke. And I know it's a racist joke, but she was making that at the expense of the idiot who confused Eric Holder with Cory Booker. And she was making a "they all look alike" joke, and I have no problem with her making that joke. It's the first time I've seen her look human.
I have no problem with the joke. However, if it came from the other side, it would be on a fucking 128-day news cycle.
But here's the thing. This is what I say when that comes up. You don't get rid of that kind of thinking by encouraging it. if you beat down Hillary for what she said and you stand up for Trump when he says something similar, all you're doing is encouraging the other side for their idea of limiting speech.
I understand what you're saying. It's
I
the hypocrisy of it, though.
Sure, but it's not her hypocrisy. It's the media's, and I'm all for saying, look, if Trump had said this, you guys would be dogging him out. But as for what she actually said, I have no problem with it, none at all.
Okay, to each his own, I guess.
I don't know. Like it certainly goes against Saul Alinsky's idea of make them live by their own rules.
Saul Alinsky was a douche.
Well, I'm not saying
about the rules for radicals again, please, chaps.
Oh, all right then.
Polly, don't sound so sad and disappointed.
No, you know what? No, it was. I agree with you. I don't want to get into this whole thing, but it. Well, yeah. What? I mean, you're not wrong. What's to be said about it? It's like force, but then you're playing by their game. But then you're just like them. But then you're encouraging the politics, and then it's just
for me, it's my own morality. It's my own principles. I would stand up for Trump if he said this. I'll stand up for Hillary saying it because for me, it's about the principle of free speech and jokes and people not being beaten down because they made a joke, like I did at Piers Morgan Twitter. You fucks.
Maybe the goal is to make them hold each other to their own standards, and then they eat each other. They eat each other faster, huh? How about that?
I think there's a lot of people on the left who should be very, very upset about what she said because of exactly that. That's your morality, guys. That's what you guys preach.
But then Clinton called the fucking black super predators too.
Yes,
and that wasn't in a joking context.
Well, she called the people that were most likely to be coming under the new crime bill laws in the mid-90s super predators. But that's
Duck Dog tells me to check my Twitter.
Oh,
Duck.
Oh.
For those of you just joining us, Ranting Monkey has been suspended from Twitter, so I can't check it. And okay, for those of you who haven't been suspended on Twitter, usually what happens is you can delete the tweet that you got in trouble for, and then you go into what they call a limited state. I can direct message my followers, but that's pretty much it. I can't even do that because I can't get rid of the tweet, even though they tell me to do it. There's no way for me to even get into my account. So
maybe
I would love to check my Twitter. I just can't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maybe this is a day, Monkey, where you can take these 12 hours and turn these lemons into lemonade and think about how much time you spend on Twitter and possibly how that's not good for your mental health nor your blood pressure.
I actually don't spend that much time on Twitter.
I follow you, Monkey. It's not. Yes, you do.
It doesn't take long to bang out a tweet.
All I know is when I'm scrolling through my timeline, which I'm not active on Twitter, not nearly enough, especially when I'm trying to promote stuff. And it's Monkey liked, Monkey responded, Monkey said, Thursday thoughts with Monkey. Just
what I'll do is in between gaming or doing other stuff, I'll jump on there for half an hour, bang out some stuff to make people laugh, hopefully, and then go back to whatever I was doing.
Oh, good Lord, there's two of me.
I see that. So you're 120 now.
That's awesome.
Actually, I'm curious about something across the board for everybody talking here. Do y'all have Twitter on your phone? Do you take Twitter mobile?
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely no.
I shouldn't, but I do.
Bear and I have had this conversation. I don't have it, and I don't have it on purpose.
Okay.
I don't.
Why don't you have it? What?
Because when I want to step away from Twitter, which I do from time to time, I don't want bothered with it.
Well, I have my notifications turned off. I'll just check it if I'm expecting something, or I use it a lot when me and Satsu are having trouble with our streams. That's an easy way to get a hold of him real fast.
Yeah, I can see that. I had the same logic about cell phones, back when they were starting to come out. I put off getting a cell phone for a long time. I was like, yeah, this seems like belling the cat to me. If I want to get away from it, I want to get away from it. I don't want to carry it around with me. But
yeah, I have my phone with me pretty much all the time, but I look at it never. Actually, Lady Monkey gets mad at me because she'll text me and I don't respond. And she's like, "You have your phone with you." I'm like, "I know, I'm just not paying attention
Oh,
to
I
it."
do now, and my daughters especially get mad at me because I don't answer their texts. Well, I didn't hear it. Sorry. And I don't have it shoved in my face because I'm not a freaking millennial.
Hey,
So
I've had to deal with a lot of racism so far from these Americans, right? And now there's this generationalism.
Ageism.
That's
It's
right.
very rude. Very rude, sir.
What do you expect from me? I'm an American redneck. Of course I'm freaking racist. Dadgum.
Well, I do not make assumptions, sir.
I don't have Twitter on my phone, and it's for the reason I don't want it. It's a deliberate choice. But
Why? What's the reasoning?
It's not for anyone else. It's just for me. I just don't want to be in that cyber world that much.
That's fair.
I have Signal. I have Google Hangouts. I've got standard SMS messaging. I've got Discord. There, I'm calling because that's social contact with individual people. You know what I mean? And that's cool. And that works for me. And so it's communication. Reading the stuff that people are throwing out into the ether constantly for me is just, I think that's a lot of psychic noise, to give it a name. It's a lot of stress that I don't need. Twitter can make me angry, man, really fast. I'm drawn to reading people's,
So you have a
threads that I should
control
read.
problem.
Well, no, I've got no, I'm not. I don't, because I control myself enough not to install Twitter on my phone. Think about it. Don't you get it? Like, I'll be sitting there on Discord with people talking, and you'll hear someone just go, fuck this fucking person, sort of like Bear does, and it's like, what's going on, man? What's the problem? Oh, I'm just arguing with this aimless, anonymous person that I've never met in real life online through 280 characters. And it's like, wow.
Actually, that sounds a lot like conversations I've had with Bear.
What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Just that you get angry when you're arguing with people online sometimes.
I get really, really. I don't think even Bloodwing realizes how angry I do get. I'm like, how can you be so fucking stupid?
I don't get angry when I'm having arguments on Twitter. For me, it's just for fun, and seriously, most of what I do on there is hopefully to make other people laugh.
Hey, that's a different. I would say that's a different story. If your personality type, your approach is that it's all just for fun. Whereas with me, I get drawn towards who's saying what, especially around Comicsgate stuff, Second Amendment stuff, constitutional stuff, politics, especially. And I follow CNN, Washington Times, Washington Post, and New York Times. I mean, that's enough to raise my blood pressure in a big way, because every one of them, except for the Washington Times, starts with Trump did, Trump said, Trump outrages.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I get you, Polly. I mean, it's pretty much the same for me. It's not what I do personally, because if you check my Twitter account, it's mostly just joking with the people I know. I don't too much get into arguments or anything like that, but what I see on my feed often will tick me off to the point where I'm like, I don't need this. I got enough on my plate today. Goodbye.
Oh wow! Speaking of news that I follow, because I do follow the New York Post because I love their stories. Trump's Stormy Daniels over $300,000 in legal fees.
Whoa! You think she pulled in $300,000 off that book?
I don't know. Maybe, because she's a darling of the left, so maybe.
She's got to have a GoFundMe now to cover her legal fees.
Oh, she's had
to cover Trump's legal fees. I mean,
Oh, probably. Donald Trump is going after porn star Stormy Daniels for $300,000 in legal fees after a federal judge threw out her defamation suit against him. Trump's lawyers in a court filing argued that they want $341,559.50 in attorney. I like that 50 cents part. They didn't even round it off. In attorney fees from Daniels, who alleged she had a sexual affair with the president in 2006. So yeah, good job, Stormy.
Yeah, you got to spin around a lot of polls to come up with that, Stormy.
Yeah,
she's still stripping. I'm not being a prick. She's
hey, look, do you think? I just don't understand why she became such a
horseface,
a hero of the left. I get it, I do, because it's the Trump derangement syndrome. But this is a woman who, her only claim here is that she fucked a married man.
But that's
Is that empowering?
but her and Avenatti combined should show you that they're willing to bring on anybody. Like they're willing to create all kinds of Frankensteins to.
Oh, Avenatti's fucked. He's got this idea that because, for those of you who don't know, Michael Avenatti is the one who came out with the chick who said, what's her name? I forget her name. Sweat Hog or something like that. Sweatnik. That's it.
Sweat Hog.
Who said that she went to rape parties, 10 of them, where she saw Brett Kavanaugh spiking punch and having, what's the word they use? It wasn't a train. What they call it? I forget. But guys waiting outside to go rape women in a bedroom. And then she went and she had a sworn statement of that this jackass put all over the internet. And then she went on NBC News and changed her story completely. And because of that, because Avenatti, creepy porn lawyer, submitted this to Congress, Chuck Grassley's like, this was a waste of time. By the way, it's lying to Congress, and you can get in trouble for that shit. He referred it to the, is it the FBI or the IA or the IG? I think it's the Sessions. What is he?
The Attorney General.
Yes, the AG. That's what I was going for. He referred it over to there for wasting the Senate's time. And Avenatti has it in his mind that now he's going to get to question Kavanaugh. That's not how it works, dummy. That's not how it works. Your client has already made different statements. She's the one's going to have to answer for that, not him. She was complicit in gang rape. Yeah, if she kept going to these gang rape parties, knowing people were being gang raped, yeah, she was complicit.
You want to talk about complicity? Let's talk about Dr. Ford allowing somebody that she believed to be a rapist sit on a federal judgeship for years.
Yep.
And it's only when it goes to the Supreme Court. I don't care about all those federal cases he was overseeing, but the Supreme Court, that's where I had to speak up.
Remember, she only started talking about how he had molested her when his name came up as a possible Supreme Court justice to be named by Mitt Romney in 2012, when they were talking about what his list would look like if he became president. Yeah, it was all about the Supreme Court, always.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pop off here real quick. You guys enjoy the rest of the stream.
Love you, dude. See you next time.
Good to see you, bud.
See you guys.
Sig Heil.
Say hi.
Yeah, here's what I don't get about the whole Stormy thing. Although I, of course, expect hypocrisy, but it's the hypocrisy of it. Two of the biggest whore dogs while in office, I know, were Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
JFK and Clinton.
Well, those don't matter. But this is a case of, use their methods against them, because the Republicans did go after Clinton really hard over that. I mean, they actually impeached him over it.
Yeah.
So I think it's stupid. I do, because it's absolutely a double standard. But
unless they're open for blackmail, what are we doing here? Going for Puritans? We need to start raising politicians as vestal virgins, and keeping them like sequestered away from society to make sure. I don't know.
If Trump fucked Stormy while he was married to Skeletor, that is between him and Skeletor. I have nothing to do with that. I don't care who he put his dick in. I really don't. If it was consensual, fuck, I don't care.
I mean, seriously. I mean, personally, I have very little respect for people that don't respect their marriage. But what's that got to do with being president?
Indeed. I have a story that goes back to the House race. This is also from the New York Post, which, like I said, is becoming my favorite news source. Analysts explain why Democrats are no lock to flip the House. Most polling suggests that Democrats should flip the House of Representatives in the midterm election, but some analysts warn that nothing is certain a week before the pivotal contest. Quote, our current hard count in the House is 212 Democrat, 202 Republican, 12 toss-up. Neither party is over the 218 majority. Democrats have a better chance to go over the top since 20 of the 21 toss-ups are currently held by the GOP. How does that make them a better? Incumbents always have the advantage. That doesn't guarantee the Democrats will actually win. Larry Sabato, head of the University of Virginia's Center for Politics, emailed the Post on Monday. But another analyst on Monday predicted that the Democrats had an 84% they're talking about Silver, 86% chance of capturing the House, while Republicans only had a 13% chance of keeping their majority. So yeah, it's still up in the air, guys. This is not the foregone conclusion so many people are talking about. It wouldn't surprise me, but there's still ways to go. My friend said that some machines are flipping votes to Republicans. Yeah, I read the stories about that. What they're saying is that the machines reset to a default if people don't do their voting all the way, like they don't finish the what's it called, the ballot. But it doesn't like automatically go through. It just takes them back to the beginning where it's. I don't know why it's set that way, but
I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a soda.
I've just seen something interesting on Twitter. If you'd like to hear,
why are you rubbing it in, man?
I'm not, but you know.
What'd you read on Twitter?
A blue check mark by the name of David Sirota, journalist at Capital and Maine, columnist at The Guardian US, and a character on Goldberg's ABC, who for some reason has a Patreon, but okay, tweeted out, left wing, everyone should have healthcare and be able to go to college. Right wing, all Jews must die. Wait for it. Media / pundit / centrist, the extreme left and right are both equal parts of the problem. So I quote tweeted him saying, the Labour Party, mic drop. And for anyone who doesn't get that reference, the Labour Party is currently caught up in a massive anti-Semitism ordeal at the moment. So shut the fuck up. Please.
Thank you for that story, Jack Cochran. This one comes to us from Breitbart. Mexico warns of Molotov cocktail threat amid second migrant caravan. Mexico's immigration authorities issued a warning about individuals in Guatemala who are building Molotov cocktails and other makeshift incendiary devices to be used against federal police officers guarding their southern border. Yeah, go ahead and do that. The federales are going to shoot you fucking dead. The alert follows an incident where a group of migrants in what's being dubbed the second caravan threw rocks at officials at the Guatemala-Mexican border and tried to break through international barriers. Mexican law enforcement confirmed that some of the protesters in the clash carried firearms. Oh, shit. I wonder if they're Fast and Furious guns. The warning was issued by Mexico's National Migration Institute. The agency claimed it learned of various individuals in Tucumán, Guatemala, were building Molotov cocktails with the intent of using them against Mexican border authorities. I would not do that, seriously. They will shoot you dead.
They care a whole lot less than our border security. And by the way, not to get us off track, do I sound okay now that Goot's gone? Can I unmute?
There's a little bit of a background noise to you.
It's probably the furnace. Not much I can do about that.
Yeah, it's not horrible, and it's not all the time. Like right now, you sound fine. Jack Cochran says they're armed. That's an invasion force. Somebody else said so, and it's an invasion force. Yeah, that's what it is. And seriously, don't fuck around in this with the Mexicans, man. They're going to let you through if you do it nicely. They'll let you walk all the way up to our border, but yeah, they will fucking kill you. Well, if you need a reason to support lethal force, yeah.
Old grouchy gamer in the chat. I should have responded earlier, but you guys were having a conversation. Yeah,
sorry.
He had a crack at me again, this for the second time, for complaining about old people. I was not complaining about old people. I was being assaulted verbally by this old bastard in this hangout, who was operating on a generational warfare level when I had to step up to the fucking plate to defend me and my generation.
And to defend his honor because reasons.
Yes.
Look, man, your generation, I thought my generation sucked. I really did. I've been bitching about my generation since I was in high school because they're a bunch of fucking lazy bitches. But your generation makes us seem like the World War II generation. Not the boomers, the one that came before, the greatest generation.
Oh, I blame the boomers and you lot, really.
You can't blame us. We ain't do shit.
You
we
raised
were
us.
sitting on the couch. We ain't do nothing. But
You helped raise us.
we raised some of you.
Yeah. In fact, you raised the actual problem millennials. Like the first
I
part of the
didn't know.
millennials
My
were all
fucking
right.
children.
The first
My
few
children
years of the
don't-
millennial
no,
generation
no.
were pretty cushy, right? And then the later half, the younger part of the millennials are the real problem now.
I think it's all millennials.
Of course you do. You fucking bigot.
Hey, I'm crippled. I can be bigoted.
Is that your excuse?
That's my excuse. I'm fucking banned from Twitter for nothing.
Nah, you deserved it.
I'm really loving ginger ale lately.
That is a weird segue.
That was really random. Yes, it was. I don't know. I'll take my Mountain Dew over your ginger ale any day. Sorry.
Really? No.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
I'm not a Mountain Dew fan anymore. Ever since I stopped drinking it, if I try again, all I can taste is that fucking vegetable oil.
vegetable oil.
Yeah, there's vegetable oil in Mountain Dew.
I know Mountain Dew is real popular. I've never liked it. It's always had this kind of like weird musty taste to me. And maybe that's it. Vegetable oil. Oh.
Yeah, it's not good. I used to love it. I mean, I used to drink. I when I worked at the machine shop, I would take a 2-liter in with me and just drink that all night long. But yeah, I can't drink that shit anymore.
If I'm awake, I've always got a cup of coffee at my left hand and a bottle of Mountain Dew at my right.
Double fisting it.
You betcha.
Don't forget.
Caffeine.
Don't forget, guys, support your favorite creators, whether financially or hitting that like button or sharing it. That goes for any creator, not just me. I hope I'm one of your favorite creators, but anybody you like, do that because we get fucked over by everybody, man.
Shit.
YouTube fucks us, Twitter fucks us, and they don't even give us a reach around. I mean, at least put the head in your mouth.
Just tickle the helmet a little bit, you know.
Sherry says, "No, Monkey, you always post the funniest tweets. Are you banned or just a timeout?" Thank you for saying that, first of all, Sherry. And it's a timeout, but I have no way of fixing the timeout. When you get banned, I've mentioned this. Sorry, guys, if you've heard it already. When you get a temporary ban, a suspension, you're supposed to delete the tweet, and then it starts whatever counter they've given you. In this case, it's only a 12-hour counter, so it's not even that big of a fucking deal, other than the fact I did nothing wrong. And but I can't start my timer. There's no way for me to delete that tweet. There's a little start button down there that does not fucking work. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Because this pissed me off. There's nothing. Make sure there's nothing.
I would like to complain about YouTube after you're finished, Monkey.
Oh yeah, you can do that all you'd like. So see, this is what it looks like when you get in trouble on Twitter. And right down here, see, there's that little start button that's supposed to start it so that you can remove your tweet that you did bad. But there's nothing. I'm clicking it right now, guys. You can't. Can you hear me clicking it? Nothing fucking happens.
No, I can't hear anything. Can you do it louder?
No. Stop being British. Well,
Fuck off. Stop being a cripple, you old bastard.
was that ableist?
Yeah, if I can, and ageist.
Now, we've already established I don't have it on my phone. Have you tried clicking the button from your phone?
I have. That's what Lady Monkey asked me. Did you try on the phone? Like, yeah, I tried.
Thank you, Duck. Turning it off and on again.
Yes, I have. I've even tried logging out. I can't even fucking log out. The log out button doesn't work up there.
You clear your cookies?
Thank you, Duck Dog. Tom Waits was the best Renfield.
You know, from Dracula.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you might want to put that in parentheses because my memory sucks. Barry, you wanted to bitch about YouTube. What was that about?
Okay, so I was doing my morning stream earlier before yours, as is now the routine, Monkey.
Indeed.
And I had about 27 likes, and I know it's not that many, but it was early days, and all of a sudden the likes just started disappearing, one by one. They just started going down. I thought maybe people were taking the piss because I did ask for more likes, but there's no way all of them would suddenly disappear.
I never removed mine.
And then Gutenberg was like, dislike it. And then Omegon was tweeting out, people come dislike the stream. But there was no dislikes at all. It was 0-0, both ends. So I was like, well, surely there should be dislikes on this then. and people were telling me they were hitting the like button or hitting dislike or whatever to wind me up. No, and so the VOD processed, and I only had 159 views when it
wow.
first done. That's not correct.
No, it's not.
I usually top out around between 500 to 600 on these morning streams. So far, anyway, that's what I'm averaging at the moment. So, and that's not correct. So I tweeted at Team YouTube, thanks for reaching out. We have checked and can confirm that the likes and dislikes are working fine on our end. Here's our useless help center article, which has more info. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go screenshot this motherfucker and show you, right? I replied with the screenshot. I got more views of this. I always get engagement, whether it's positive or negative. This is wrong. Look, and I've got a fucking screenshot. Obviously, I've got a few more views because I've uploaded it. So it's at 208. That's wrong.
Yeah.
The green symbol's probably wrong. I've not been hit by the bot yet. That's surprising. And look, I always get some kind of engagement.
Dude, I liked your stream and I never took it off. And
Yeah,
I
me
would
too.
tell them that on Twitter, but I can't.
Bear, I have a request. Remember that voice you used? Because I want to call back to it at some point. The useless help center twit voice. That was great. I love that. It was just.
It was good, yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
You know, I did notice when I liked your stream, I was the only like on it at the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, YouTube's drunk.
It's done that to Scribbles before on a Lords of the Night stream. And I don't know why it does that. It's because YouTube sucks sometimes. We love you, but you suck sometimes. You know what I have noticed? Real quick, sorry, Father.
Yeah.
I have noticed that people are a lot stingier with likes in the morning.
I don't know why.
I think it's because they're just getting up. They haven't had their coffee yet. They're like, fuck these guys.
More people
I ain't
on
liking this
mobile,
shit.
so they're not as quick to do it. They can't see the chat. They're listening, like not sitting in front of a computer, maybe.
Don't make excuses, Polly.
I think you're right, Monkey, but it doesn't affect me because I'm like that all the time. So
I know. Grumpy old bastard.
got it.
I checked Bear's stream, and he's right there. It's 0-0, and I just liked it there now.
Yeah, and I've still got no likes or dislikes. I've got a new comment since I showed you the screenshot, but no likes or dislikes. The fuck?
Yeah,
Monkey,
that's
I don't know
broken.
I don't know if you've done this, but a couple of people made some suggestions that occurred to me as being a possible thing.
Sure.
Ryan Rawlings, are you running a pop-up blocker or an ad blocker on your browser?
No.
Okay. Have you tried clearing your cache and then attempting it again, as suggested by Jack Cochran?
Yes.
Okay. Because I run on my browser an ad blocker plus no script plus privacy badger, and it can affect a lot of things. Buttons won't be able to be clicked and different things of that sort. So, okay. All right.
All of the other links also still work. Like I can
Okay.
go to their help center to find out what I did wrong. And I was able to fill out my objection to their bullshit. But yeah, just the two links, and maybe it is their buttons. But have you tried turning off Twitter? Yes, I've turned it off. I've tried it on my phone. I've tried everything I can think of, and they're just being douchebags to me right now.
I'm having a technical problem with YouTube. It's a small one, but it's a weird one. You guys have a lot more experience with this than I do. You know, after you've put up a
Pre-install Windows. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
stream, that's like the nuclear option, man. What the hell? Hammer does that. Some program won't install. He reinstalls Windows.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, he goes right for the rocket launcher. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
hey,
you have a
puppy hater.
you have a stream, and you can put a custom thumbnail on it, but
Sure.
only after a little while after the stream's ended.
Yes.
Every time I go to Creator Studio, it's not giving me the option. You know, like the little three windows. It's like you could pick one of these three different segments of your stream as your thumbnail, or upload a custom. It's not giving me that option, and that was from yesterday's stream. That was from 12 hours ago. Any ideas what I'm doing wrong here, or is YouTube broken, or
Oof. Hang on. Let me try on one of mine. See, I haven't done a custom on a live stream in forever.
Yeah, there was talk, it seems to me, here a while back that they were going to remove that for people under a certain sub count. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember seeing it. Whether that's what it is or not, I don't know.
Is it because all of my thumbnails have sexy comic book girls on them, and they've
Mhm.
removed my ability to add more sexy comic book girls?
No, it shouldn't. So when you go to the stream itself to the edit, there's nothing on the side there next to your. What?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, that's weird.
I'm just gonna open Creator Studio right now and go take a look.
Now, are you using the new studio or the old one?
The old one. I'm no beta. So you know, still take, you know, there's all your videos, your recent ones, right? And then there's the one from last night, and I click on edit, and yeah, I just have like the name of it, the subtext, the tags, and then public, and it's would you like to share on, but there isn't the 3 windows as there has been before. And then
That is
plus
weird.
add a custom.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I've got a custom thumb with a sexy blue mamba,
You know,
comic book girl thumbnail ready to go.
I had that one time when I was doing a change, and it, just like several hours later, I was able to do it. I would wait, like you guys did this last night, right?
Yeah, this was last night at 10 Eastern.
Give it until tonight at around the same time, and if it doesn't, if you can't do it, reach out to YouTube on Twitter. At YouTube creators at Twitter.
I just clicked on a previous one, like the last video, and yeah, it gives me the option. Like there's the custom thumbnail upload option for sexy Wonder Woman in that case. But yeah,
If I could just quickly jump in, I've been sent a screenshot from Slovenly American. Thank you very much for sending me that. Who took a screenshot of them liking my stream. And you know when someone disables their likes and dislikes?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that, but it still has the numbers. I'll screen share so you see what I mean.
Let's see. What are we looking at here?
This is Slovenly American hitting the like button and the number not going up.
Oh wow, yeah, you can see it's blue.
It's very much like when the likes and dislikes are disabled.
You should send that screenshot. Do a new tweet to Twitter with that screenshot.
Yeah, I should. I'm going to do that right now, actually. Good idea.
Have you checked to see if they haven't somehow disabled your likes and dislikes?
I probably should have a look, but why would YouTube do that? It's just weird.
Why would YouTube do anything?
Yeah, that's a good point. Have you seen their new dashboard? It's an abomination.
It's horrible.
I hate it.
Looks like ass.
It's very confusing.
Somebody recommended trying a different browser. Just tried that, and no, still the same shit.
yeah, I tried a different browser for my problem as well. No dice.
Have you tried having Lady Monkey try to log into your account?
No.
You could send me your password, and I could try.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Come back to nothing but Big Mac pictures. Did you see the one that somebody sent? It's the woman dressed up like a hamburger.
Yes. And talk about
fucking
putting
awesome.
down. Man, I was getting slapped around awful yesterday on Twitter.
That was fun. Yeah, Bear, I don't know what's wrong with yours. I like I said, I've seen that happen with Scribe one time. Let's see, what else do we have? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm still pissed off about this. I've calmed down a lot, and I'd like to thank the gentlemen who are here with me, because that's what you guys do. You help make things better, whether you know it or not. Polly. Oh man, I can't believe that's what I got in trouble for. Of all the shit I've said lately.
You should see the response for this tweet that I sent out, and others have sent out tweets as well. Like it's like free monkey, like it's just yeah.
And thank you all. I love you guys. I really do. You guys are amazing. At the very least, let me click the fucking start button. Remove tweets that violate our rules. Maybe I can't do it because my tweet didn't violate the fucking rules.
Sarah says Barrett just unclicked my like. It can do that.
If it's having problems, yeah, I can do that. You'll click it and it'll turn blue and you'll get the little one there, and then a second later it'll be gone.
YouTube is fucking racist.
It rejects your like. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
that,
you don't really like this, do you?
cool. Yeah, it's
Like, come on, you have better taste than that. Let's see.
Jack Cochran says I'd recommend going to Gab, but
Well played, sir. Well played indeed. Yeah, you know what, Bear?
YouTube's racist. I'm gonna
I
go
don't even
accused of
have to-
being racist again.
I don't have to click the like button. It's still blue for me, but it's a 0. So
Oh fuck it! I'm gonna go anyway, Monkey. Thank you very much for having me on, mate. I really appreciate it. And
thanks for coming, and thanks for having me on. I forgot to say that when I was on with you earlier.
You were very moody then. I'm
still moody.
I can tell. Cheer up, Charlie. You'll be fine. Stiff up a lip.
Yes.
Take it easy, bud.
You guys have a nice day. I'll see you guys later.
Have a good day, Bear.
Bye bye.
Oh, fucking British. Just kidding. I love you, Bear.
If only we just nuke them.
No, we're gonna nuke Canada because I need it warmer here. That's
Right. There's
the
no
plan.
warmth coming across the Atlantic. It's got to come from up north. I know. Yeah.
I'm old. I'm married. I don't need my hair anymore.
You want to turn into a ghoul?
I don't care about a little nuclear radiation if it's going to be warm.
Yeah, done had all the kids you're gonna have.
That's right.
So big day for you, huh? You get the you get a new Grand Monkey, and
Dude, I'm so excited. The part that sucks though is like when Grand Monkey was born, I was there the whole time.
right.
She went into labor. They went to the hospital. We followed. I'm not going to be able to do that. So what'll happen is Lady Monkey's going to go to the hospital, and after she's born, she's gonna come pick me up because I just can't be there that long.
Yeah,
It sucks.
I get you. I was just at the hospital, as I mentioned earlier, yesterday, sitting with my dad for a couple hours, and I couldn't walk to get out.
Yeah. Shaun White apologizes to Special Olympics for insensitive Halloween costume. Who's Shaun White? Oh, Shaun.
That's just
That's he's the skier dude, right?
What was the costume?
Gold medalist Shaun White issued an apology Monday to the Special Olympics community after dressing up as a special needs character, Simple Jack, who was featured in the 2008 movie Tropic Thunder.
I was just thinking about that the other day. Fucking Simple Jack.
I owe everyone in the Special Olympics community an apology for my poor choice of Halloween costume. It was a last-minute decision. It was the wrong one.
No, it
Fuck
wasn't.
off, you. Now I
That
can't
sounds
dress up
really
like.
funny. It sounds hilarious. All I can think about is that scene where he's like, "That didn't make my eyes rain." It's super funny.
I haven't seen it, so
You've never seen Tropic Thunder? Oh my god, I gotta send
No.
you the DVD.
You've never seen Tropic Thunder.
I have not. There's
Oh.
the costume.
It's good for you because you get to see it. I highly recommend it, man. Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
Like that. What's great about Tropic Thunder is that it goes right in the face of the blackface thing.
Yeah.
Because, oh man, Robert Downey Jr. playing Sergeant Lincoln Osiris, and it is a brilliant send up of Fred Williamson.
No, he's
from
playing Kirk
Exploitation.
Lazarus playing. You know,
That's right. Yeah, he's a dude dressed as a
I'm
dude.
the dude
carrying another
disguised as a
dude.
dude.
Real quick, over on the Streamlabs, thank you, the Eurio. Euphorio. I know I'm saying that wrong. I love you. I don't know how to pronounce names. Euphorio answer says maybe YouTube's algorithm is saying that it's impossible for any non-bot to like the video. Yeah, they're bots over there going, "That's a Russian hacker.
Yeah,
That's a Russian bot."
he also asked in the chat how old my dad was. 110. I know you throw it a joke, but no, he's 79. My parents were very young. I was the product of teen parents.
Darren Henry says, Jack Cochran, that sucks balls. I had to remove a tweet earlier or be banned for 14 days for a few hours ago. You were able to clear it out? It's only a 12-hour ban, but you've already made me suffer more. I want time served, motherfuckers. Is it a boy or a girl? It's going to be a girl. And you guys know how I am with the girl, so Grandpa's going to overdo it again. Be wrapped around her little tiny finger.
That's kind of awesome. Like you get to, you're responsible, but you're not like responsible as your grandpa responsible. Like, and that's a lesser degree.
Look,
Awesome. You get all the fun of a baby daughter, but it's none of the pain. That's awesome.
most of us will admit that parents treat boys and girls differently, and grandparents do it too. Your boys, you're more like, I don't know what it is. I just feel that they can take care of themselves better, which they can't, because boys probably need more care than girls do. But there's that
yeah, that's
there's that protective thing about protecting the girl and taking care of her and showering her with praise and love. And with the boys, is like, go play, go break something. Let's see what you do. I love them all the same, but it's a different dynamic. And with the girls, yeah, I spoil them rotten. I really do.
You're a bit of a pushover for the grand monkey.
Look, man, that girl. When she called me her beast when we were playing the other day, because she was Belle and she called me her beast, my fucking heart melted.
Oh.
It was another one of those, would you like a Ferrari kind of moments. Because she's so sweet and so cute, and it is so funny. Like if I lay down on the couch, apparently I always fall asleep. Lady Monkey's pointed this out to me, and it turns out she's right. I did that the other day, and Grand Monkey had a very grandpa-centric weekend. I mean, she was on my side the whole time. But when I fell asleep, she left me alone and made sure everyone else left me alone. It's like, let Grandpa sleep.
And here my granddaughters are more likely to come in and say, Papa, you're fat.
No, Grand Monkey takes care of me like nobody else does. Like Lady Monkey does, she makes food, but Grand Monkey has yelled at Lady Monkey for making noise while I was sleeping. She's like, you're going to wake up Grandpa. Stop it. Yeah, get her. It was the first time I've ever gotten in trouble on Twitter. I hassled a lefty for being wrong but got abusive. Oh, yeah, you got to be very careful about how you do it. You can still call them morons and stuff, but you also got to be careful which lefty it is, because some of them are highly, highly sensitive.
My first getting my account shut down for being a harasser was for harassing CNN, actually. CNN specifically.
My first one, like I said, I don't even remember it anymore. The second one, I am 99% sure Cat Black reported me.
Really?
Yeah, I had an argument with her, and that you're sensitive as a clit. I didn't actually say it to her. I said it to someone else, but it was in a thread with her. And it was like a month later, me and her got into an argument again, and suddenly, bam, I got hit for the clit remark. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Polly, you're sounding a little muffled. You okay over there?
I think. Hold on.
Now you sound good.
You sound good now, yeah, but yeah, before you sounded a little
weird. All right.
Is the new Grand Monkey born? Asked Sora. No. Mommy they're going into induced labor tonight. So she at 7 p.m. when we start playing Fallout 76, they'll be going into labor. So I feel like I'm going to have a better day than Mom until the baby's born. Because I've seen labor, that does not look pretty. Every time I see on TV, somebody having a baby on TV, I'll tell Lady Monkey, because Lady Monkey didn't get to see it until my daughter had a child, because she was the one, having the child.
right.
I'm like, that is nothing. That is not how you look having a baby. When they make them push and they do that really slow 10 count, 1, 2, I'm like, count faster. This woman is in pain. Come on. Yeah, that it is horrific looking. Stuff goes splashing everywhere. The baby comes out coated in white gook. It's not a very childbirth is beautiful.
I was there for all 3 of my children being born. And when the third one was born, I was in the hospital room. They had what they called LDR room, labor, delivery, recovery. They'd done it all in one room. And there's a couch there that I had slept on. They actually treated me better than her.
Yeah.
But I was sitting on the couch, had my camera next to me, was reading a book, and they said, "Sir, you okay?" Me? Yeah. Why? Well, Usually when they get as quiet as you are, they're getting ready to pass out. I said, "Oh, God, this is old hat. I've been here before. Holler at me when they're ready."
Puppy Hater says, I saw childbirth when I was 5. That had to fuck you up.
Oh, I'm sorry. That kind of reminded me when I was in junior high. Yes, I was a geek. I was part of the audiovisual club, which meant I got to go around with the projectors and run them for the classrooms and stuff.
Mhm.
And there was a little 8mm film they had of actual childbirth.
Oh,
and
God.
I remember all us AV club geeks would gather in the back room with the lights out, make sure nobody, so we could watch that because we got to see boobies and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
What it does to a vagina.
Yeah, we were like, our eyes went wide, like, wow, it'll do that.
Jesus Christ.
How do is that Eufio? Somebody help me with that pronunciation.
I would say
Eufio,
Eufio,
Anthony?
yeah.
Okay, Eufio. Will it be a home birth? No. They're going to the hospital. So, I get people who have home births. I don't get it because I'd rather have doctors close. No, but when Lady Monkey went into labor the first time, that first one, the nurse actually came in and asked her to quiet down, told her she was scaring other patients. That is absolutely true. She also grabbed my stomach. She was in. She had a contraction, and she reached over with her hand, and she had a little bit of nails, and just grabbed my stomach and held it throughout. And guys, if a woman ever does that, just keep your fucking mouth shut. Just take the pain.
Trust me, what he says is truth because I didn't have much sense during my first being born. And I was sitting there and my wife had all ours natural, which is even worse when you consider that my smallest child was 9 pounds, 10 ounces at birth. That was the smallest one.
Big baby, yeah.
Yeah. But when J-Kid, some of you know my son J-Kid was born, he was 10 pounds, 8 ounces.
That's a big boy.
Yeah. He went the other direction after he grew up. But anyway, there's a certain point where they cannot give you any drugs to kill it once you pass a certain point in the delivery. And she had just passed that point, and she gave me, says, I got to have something. I'm dying. And me being me, I looked over at her and said, funny, I don't feel a thing. I got punched square in the nose.
Lady Monkey also bit me that first time. But the worst part of it, because you go to these childbirthing classes, right? And they tell you as your job as a coach is to tell her to breathe. As she's going through this, you say, breathe. And so we're like 7 hours in, no, 9 hours in, because that was the first baby. And she's getting the hard contractions, baby's coming, and I'm sitting there going, breathe. And she looks at me and she goes, if you say breathe again, I will kill you. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. That's the only instructions they gave me. Can you guys hold down the fort for a minute?
Mm-hmm. Sure. I think we can handle that.
No.
Wow, I die of pneumonia,
So this Apple event is going on in Brooklyn, right? The new MacBook Air and blah, blah, blah. And is anyone here an Apple person?
Nope.
I wouldn't give Apple my money if somebody paid me to do it.
Good. We all agree.
I got a gift, and that's about it.
I have an iPod. That's it. That's the only thing that I have. I don't want to have to hear about this for the next 2 weeks, and that's all I'm going to hear about for the next 2 weeks, and it's annoying. I hate that they have actual events that people line up for and camp out for 2 days prior. It's
People are
guys.
gross.
Yeah,
Just to get the next iPhone. And I'm sure they're good phones. But the cheap one I got, I don't even know how much I paid for. It wasn't much.
Yeah, these ones are for laptops and iMacs and AirBooks and blah, blah, blah. Prospero, you are a part of the iCult? Really? That's terrible.
So tread carefully.
Yeah. It's funny, Prospero. Okay, I hopped on the Minions last night for a little bit, and Prospero was on there, and I asked, Which do you prefer? Do you prefer like the more Americanized short Prospero or the more Elizabethan Prospero? And I thought I was being like a little like nerdy and specific in particular with the question. Apparently, over on the Ghost Poo podcast, they got into a big argument over how that how her name is supposed to be said. And I found that hilarious that, and Bear was here earlier. I could have brought it up and irritated him with it. So Bear, it's Prospero correctly, isn't it?
You're such a nerd.
No, I'm not. I wanted to know how the lady wanted to be referred to. Is that so weird? That's not weird.
Not weird at all.
You choose what you call her. You can. Call
I was
her
talking to
like
somebody
Sandwich
on. I was talking to somebody on Discord that kept calling me Pooley.
Wench. I'm gonna start calling you Pooley.
Yeah, I was like,
There's no second O there. Why would?
I don't know. You see people even type it by accident, Polly, like like a parrot, like Polly, and it's like, well, you're never gonna get some people to clue in quickly enough. The thing, and I butcher all kinds of names when
I'm probably the only person that can get by with calling Lucky Pop-Tart Poppy the way I spell it. But I explained it to her. It's because I have a cousin who's actually named Poppy, and she spells it that way. So it's it's a good thing.
Oh God, why did I bring up that Pooley thing? That's all I'm gonna hear about now. Pooley with his piss eggs, right? It's just never gonna die.
Yep, now you're Pooley.
You could turn it around though and make yourself Dead Pooley.
Nice, run with it. So in case anybody's interested, coming up on my channel this Friday, we're doing a one-off live stream with Weibo. We're going to go over why Jack Cochran seems to think Batman's a pederast.
He is.
Well, you might want to be there. Are you available Friday? Because we're going to try and convince Jack he's wrong.
No. Well, it may be. See, my vacation is being fudged with, so I may or may not be.
All right. Well,
if I am,
hit me up in DMs. Well, I'm going to bug Weibo as the week goes on because she said it might even have to be like next weekend because her schedule's really full. And then she hit me up and said, I might be able to do it this Friday, more than likely this Friday. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll bug you as the week goes on. So I'll hook you up in those DMs and we'll see if you can do it or not.
She only responds to me like 33% of the time, so consider yourself fortunate.
See, the whole...
Say?
What's that?
She only responds what?
33% of the time.
Oh, you should be me. She always answers right away.
Yeah, wouldn't that be... Wait, no, I don't want to be you. You fall down too much.
Well, that's true. But that gets me the sympathy, so she answers right away.
Yeah, Dax likes his ability to be able to walk upstairs.
Yeah, as slowly as I do it, I still like it.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to pee and get a drink. I think there might be a correlation there.
No worries. I snuck off twice while you guys were talking.
For anybody just coming in, if you want to know where the angry monkey is, I've calmed down a little bit, but I'm still pissed off because Twitter has given me basically a unfixable ban. It's a 12-hour suspension that I can't start.
I'm all...
Go back in the stream. You can hear me bitching about it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Polly.
Oh, it's just Apple event, MacBook Air, iPad Pro, Mac Mini are all trending. It's going to be at least 10 days of this with the new stuff that Apple just came out with in Brooklyn. It's going to be brutal.
Maybe I'm okay not being on Twitter.
And it's also National Candy Corn Day. Now, I'm all for frivolous days, but that's stupid.
National Candy Corn Day.
Yeah.
I'm one of those weird people that actually likes candy corn, so
I like candy corn. I just can't eat much of it at a time because it's just too sweet.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it needs a day. That's all I'm saying.
Dax, what game are you playing these days?
I was playing a bit of Monster Hunter earlier with Satsu.
I should get back in that. I just suck at it, and it still feels so clunky to me, man.
What are you playing with? You playing with the mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
Try doing like a bow gun and see how you like that.
The only one that I haven't had that problem with is if I use the shield and sword. I think I'm going to just have to stick with that.
It's not bad. It's highly mobile. You can do a lot of stuff with the items while you're running around. It's nice.
Yeah. The mobility is the thing that gets it for me with most of the other guns. Or weapons, not just guns.
Heavy stuff for whatever reason.
Don't forget, guys, I am. I have a new fund going on, the Fuck Twitter Fund. You know what? I'm going to start another fund too. The
Why?
Fuck Piers Morgan Fund.
I was going to say, why wasn't it the Fuck Piers Morgan Fund fuck blue check privilege or something? Why?
Because
Well,
Twitter
because-
obviously doesn't know how to moderate its own shit.
I went with the umbrella first.
Okay.
You might have to change your macros. I don't even have macros set for it, dude. For Monster Hunter, I was just playing straight out, and there are a lot of buttons you have to press on the keyboard to get everything done, and I don't think they're very intuitive. Just changing some of the layout might help. Man, I haven't used macros since the WoW days. Lots of Monster Hunter fans here, huh?
I see that. Well, I mean,
Monkey, what the hell did they suspend you for? All right, we'll cover this one more time. And I don't mean that sarcastically or anything. I'm not being mean to you. I realize people come in later, but this is gonna piss me off again because it's fucking stupid. Piers Morgan put out a tweet where he told the U.S. that we need to get rid of guns and we should start with the AR-15, and he stated this in response to the synagogue shooting. Which to me basically means you're killing Jews with the wrong gun. So I asked him on Twitter, hey, Piers, which gun would you prefer Jews be killed with? And they gave me a 12-hour suspension for hateful conduct because you're not allowed to promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people based on their race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. Which I didn't do, you fucking assholes. Anyhow, yeah, I made a joke at Piers Morgan for the stupid shit he said, and I got in trouble.
I'm even part Jewish, and I'm not even offended at that. My grandfather was a Jew.
It wasn't at Jews, it was at him.
Yeah.
Anytime this comes up, I've made this, like I said, this is a pretty pat joke for me. It's one that I use many times when they're like, we need to get rid of the AR-15. Well, because the people were killed with it. Like, well, what gun would you prefer they're killed with? If you say we need to get rid of guns, I would understand that. But we need to get rid of this gun? That makes no sense, because what you're saying then is it would be better if they were killed with a different gun, and that's fucking retarded. And I got in trouble. That's
Fuck you, Sean King.
Oh, what's that asshole saying?
Sean King.
Activist Sean King says toxic masculinity is at the root of gun violence, war, and terrorism.
Ask him what the fuck he'd know about masculinity.
A
Or
modern
being
day,
black.
get the way that this article starts. A modern day civil rights movement is underway in America, and political commentator Sean King is at the forefront of it.
Sean King's a moron.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? He's actually kind of smart.
He knows his audience.
He does. He really does. And he's convinced a whole bunch of people that he's black, even though he's quite obviously white.
Raised in Kentucky to a white family, King, who is biracial, was an Oprah Winfrey scholar at Morehouse College before becoming a motivational blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to become a motivational speaker, y'all. Martin Luther Cream. I've never heard that one before. That's awesome.
Oh my god!
I like the Talcum X one. That one's awesome too.
Oh, this is like this is an interview style. So it's like, do you identify as a feminist? Why or why not? How do you define your feminism? I do, and proudly so. Feminism for me is advocating for women in every way possible, in every place possible. As a feminist, I feel very strongly it is my duty to use my unearned privilege as a man to fight for and alongside women. At the center of my life is fighting against inequality of all kinds.
God, I wish I could be on Twitter because I'd like to. Anyway, David, I think the argument is banning AR-15s would decrease the body count, and I get that that's what they're trying to say, but that's not what they're saying.
I don't know
Because
what they're actually fighting for.
if they know anything about guns, the AR just scares them because of how it looks. You can kill just as many people with a Desert Eagle or with a 9. Anyhow,
Give me a pump shotgun. I bet I can get just as many kills.
no shit.
Ugh.
And not only that, I mean, there are other rifles out there, semi-automatic rifles that you could use, but it's just that the AR-15. Look how dangerous it looks. Well, if it's made to look like the military one, sure. But there's other ways you can build it. That I fucking hate these people. It's not an assault weapon. Every weapon is an assault weapon, actually. If somebody assaults with it.
Well, okay, there's the pesky thing. There is a legal precedent for an assault weapon in U.S. law. Only at the 1994 assault weapons ban. That law defined it. And yes, it sunsetted in 2004, but the precedent is still there to define something as an assault weapon.
And that's fine, but it's stupid.
Oh, it is stupid. You should hear the definition of it. Any shoulder-mounted semi-automatic firearm that has a detachable box magazine plus, what is it, 3 of the following 7 features. And you should see the 7 features. They're like a vertical pistol grip, a vertical foregrip, a bayonet lug because of all those inner city bayonettings.
Yeah, that happens all the time, guys. It's a real problem in Chicago.
A barrel shroud. Not a, it just the things because they're kind of assaulty and military-ish like kind of thing. Like it.
Well, it's cosmetic. The majority of that is just fucking cosmetic.
Yes, exactly. It's like we're banning things based on looks.
Yep. And it's really stupid. I'm not trying to help killers out here, but yeah, this kid at the synagogue. Well, kid, how old was he? Wasn't he in his? I forget how old. Anyway, this guy at the synagogue, he had 3 handguns with him. I would like to know, and I'm sure we won't find this anywhere. The breakdown of people killed. What weapon was actually used? None of that is functional, says Blind Rambler. Exactly. It is. It's a fucking. It's all fucking cosmetic.
You could take and make the same rifle using the same ammo and same firing speed and everything. Make it look like an average 22, and they wouldn't care.
No, because that doesn't look scary.
Mm-hmm.
Guns statistically kill more people than any other firearm. You're absolutely right. I mean, that is true. Oh, we said handguns. Okay, I was thinking. Okay, handguns do. Yeah, handguns are what most people kill with. That's just fact.
Hate facts. Hate facts.
Hate fact.
Yeah,
Facts are true, therefore evil.
When you
Let
kill
me use the
individual.
start button.
When you kill individual people in big urban environments for personal beefs over small stupid shit, that doesn't help our cause. What we need to do is ban guns that are used in statistically rare circumstances. Fuck.
Or how about just nuke the inner cities?
If that Ben Shapiro Piers Morgan debate, it's still as fresh and meaningful as the time that it happened. Because Piers was the things he was trying to do then is what he's trying to do now, and the points that Shapiro called him on were the perfect ones to call him on now. It's like, why are you so focused on this AR-15? Because if you want to talk about banning handguns, we can have that conversation, but that's the one that's causing the deaths. It's like, well, mass shooters tend to pick this one. Actually, as statistically consistent with the type of firearm that they're picking is the infamy that news individuals like yourself are giving them.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just
gentlemen,
asinine.
I think it's time for second sleep.
All right, Polly. Thank you for stopping by, bud. Always good talking with you, man.
No, it was good to have good to be on, and Monkey, wait it out, man. You can do it. You got
He's gonna start pulling out his hair. You know that, right?
no,
I wouldn't mind waiting it out if they'd let me start the fucking timer.
Right. Just look. I'm saying, just send me your password through email and all.
No,
nothing. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, thanks for having me on. And Monkey, Mazel Tov. Congratulations on the new grandchild in advance.
Thank you so much, man, and have a good sleep.
All
See
right.
you, Polly.
See you, bud.
Have a good day, everyone.
Gun violence is also worse than any other violent crime. Tell that to the people in London.
Trucks of peace, acid, stabbings, the
Knives,
scary
yeah.
shit. Have you ever actually thought about getting stabbed? You have to watch the guy get close enough to you, and you'll never ever forget it.
Yeah. And then look, I'm not for people getting shot. I'm not. But again, if you're for banning all guns, I understand that. I disagree, but I understand it. When you're talking about we need to just ban this gun, no, that's
No, you
it's
can't single out a
moronic.
specific gun. There's no reason to. I mean, because even if you banned one, another gun does this functional. You know what I'm trying to say. The
No,
same
sorry.
functional thing.
Yeah, indeed. Night Ninja says I wasn't being serious. Okay, that's fine. I just making sure because Bear was arguing with somebody about that just earlier, and talks about it on the stream, arguing with somebody who's like, "No, guns are the worst," and he's like, "London." I mean, seriously, fucking it's not impossible to get a gun over there, but it is really hard. So most of the violence they've had lately is knife violence, and their murder rate higher than New York City. Where we have guns.
They always
The
say
M1
polite society is an armed society.
It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Grouchy Gamer's probably right. The M1 Garand probably did kill more people than the AR-15, and it had a satisfying little ping when you were empty.
Ding. Yeah. Getting stabbed is way more shocking than getting shot. I believe that. He says personal experience or anal in. Oh, you've been shot and stabbed? Holy fuck, dude. Were you a cop or something? Were you in a gang?
I was shot at and stabbed, but
I've never been shot at or stabbed.
I've been shot at 3 times in my life.
Yeah, but you're a redneck, so that's actually low.
Yeah. Well, once by cops, but
are you a Hatfield or a McCoy?
I'm not sure. Although I'm where my people's from is not too far from that area.
Oh, Analin says I wasn't in a gang and that was the issue. Oh, I get you. Where I grew up, there was a gang issue, and just stayed the fuck away from that.
Yep.
That's true. Think about a knife and a 9mm bullet. A 4-inch knife does more damage than a 9mm. Sure, yeah. A lot of people, because they watch too much TV, they think if you get shot with especially a 22, that's a small ass bullet. There's a lot of people who get shot and they live just fine from it. It has to be in the right area to kill you.
It's a low caliber bullet. That's why most assassins use them.
I mean, I've told the story before, but it is a true story. I have a cousin whose wife shot him in the head when he came in drunk and was laying in bed, and he survived. Point blank in the head. Yeah. He woke up with a headache and didn't know what was going on.
That's so funny.
And most of the gun violence is gun-free zones. Yeah, this gun argument pisses me off for several reasons, but what's pissing me off most about it is there's so many places in the world that don't have rights. And when I see Americans arguing to get rid of their rights, it pisses me off. Because you have no fucking idea how good you have it. And you should really pay attention.
Yep.
Let's see. Serena, I'm guessing that was not actually meant for us, huh? Oh, man. A 9mm drilled through my fibula. Fuck, man.
Ooh.
Gun-free zones are easy targets. Absolutely. I've said this before. Like with the whole concealed weapon thing. The only reason a concealed weapon would ever be a problem is if somebody pulled it out and used it. As long as it's concealed, you don't even fucking know it's there. So people running around with a concealed weapon, I don't understand the problem because it's not like you have a fucking sign on say, "Hey, I'm carrying a concealed weapon." That would actually defeat the whole fucking purpose.
It's living in a open carry state as I do. It's actually a little odder being around somebody that's openly carrying, and which is a common sight here. You go to Walmart and people got pistols on their hip.
We used to have a guy who came in when I worked at Walmart with a pistol on his hip, and everybody would run to me. There's a guy with a gun in the store. I'm like, yeah, he's allowed to be. There's no law broken. You only have to worry about it if he pulls it out. I mean, the fact that there are people that are against free speech. Oh, Lindsay, you're gonna get me on free speech, aren't you? I've said this many times. I think besides life and your basic liberty, free speech is the most important civil right we have, because you can't change anything without being able to talk about it. That's how you get ideas out there. That's how you start movements. And when people argue like the whole hate speech thing, we have to get rid of hate speech. Do you guys understand that if we start allowing the government to tell us what we can and can't say, that moves very quickly into everything. Look at what I mean. There's people over in the UK right now where they don't have enough money for their police force to actually go out and stop crime, but they have these guys fucking monitoring the internet because somebody might say something bad about Muslims, you know, and not even bad about Muslims, something true about Muslims, like, you know, a Muslim just blew people up. Whoops, you got to go to jail for that.
That's a hate crime. Because you should have said that guy blew them up, not because he was a Muslim.
Oh, no, they have a great one over there now. It's not they're not Muslims, they're Asians.
Yeah, I've been hearing that lately. That's makes me sad, because if that becomes a thing, I have to start saying I don't like Asians, and I have a thing for Asians.
That Asian bomber is pretty hot.
And yeah, that has the super double meaning right there. That's that Asian bomber.
Indeed. One of my favorite things to do on Twitter, let's bring up Twitter again. You pissed me off.
We've never talked about Twitter before. What are you talking about?
I know it's such a taboo topic.
Something happened on Twitter?
They every time one of the British police forces comes out and talks about hate speech and how they're going after people, I say something awful to them, and then at the end I say, "By the way, I'm American. Fuck off." And it just brings me joy because I can say things that like Bear can't.
Yep.
And
yeah.
If you
it
guys
cracks
see that,
me up that their
fuck with
police force spends so much time on Twitter, you know.
Yeah. When they can't, they've come out and said, look, we don't have enough money to fight crime. So what are they doing? They're paying people to sit there and monitor because somebody might go, yeah, Muslims blew shit up again. And Anthony says Asians grade A newspeak. Dude, we were I was on Ghost Poo yesterday, and they were reading an article about some of the guys who've been convicted of that rape thing that was going on in, I forget where it was at, but somewhere in England, where like 1,600 girls were raped repeatedly over years. And yeah, instead of pointing out these guys were Muslim, these Asians, yeah, none of their names had anything like, this is going to sound racist, like Ching or Ming or any of that. No. It was Muhammad and, very throaty names.
But you can include like India and parts of Pakistan as Asia. So
you can include part of Russia as Asia, for fuck's sake.
And I do. I'm smart, but some people aren't.
Indeed. But you don't. Nobody calls them fucking Asians because we know that's not.
We call them Russians because we tend to identify Asians as specific looking ethnicity as opposed to the location that they are geographically.
Let me put it this way: not one of these guys would be envious of round eyes. But their eyes were nice and round. They're fucking Muslims. We know what they are. Stop it. But to see Americans and pushing this hate speech shit, you guys do. You've heard me bitch about it a lot, but these people who do that, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. What they're talking about giving up, and that is sad to me.
No, absolutely not. I was having a conversation with, I think it was Cryptic on Discord after the Arc stream Sunday, and I told him the story of I used to work with a fellow from Laos, and he actually left Laos because the communist government was trying to kill him. Nice. But he says you don't know. He didn't speak very good English. You don't know what you have here.
Well, neither do you.
Well, that's true. I speak fluent redneck, however.
Yes, you do. You speak it very well, I must say.
Yes. He says, you don't know what you have here. So I know what you have because I've been there. You know, you just don't know what you have here. You Americans don't appreciate what you have, and this generation sure fits that bill. You know,
And you know what? The part it's done through fear. Right now, I mean, they're talking about this whole anti-Semitic sentiment that's running through the country. It's not. You don't see a bunch of people running out being anti-Semitic. You see a couple of jackasses online, and for the most part, we ignore them because they're fucking morons. But we got to make sure we watch what's said, because somebody might say something bad. Fuck off! I'll say what the fuck I want. And then the other part of it is feelings. You might say something that makes me feel bad. If you say something like that to me, if you come to me and say, some words hurt my feelings, I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to do it for fun.
Thanks for the gigantic target you painted on yourself.
No shit.
Yep.
I've had people question, because I can be mean to people joking around and stuff. SDA, good morning, beautiful.
Hey, SDA.
Kids. I think everyone in here is older than you.
Yeah, no shit, kids. Anyway,
Still love
you can say anything to me, and well, not anything. There was that jackass who talked about having sex with my grandchild, and I bitch slapped him with the
by the way,
with the block button. But you can insult me in any way you want, and it's going to be, I'm either going to laugh at it or ignore you. Those are my two pat responses, because I don't care what you say to me. And it's because we grew up, Bloodwing, you know this, we grew up with sticks and stones, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And nowadays it's like, don't hurt my little fifis.
I mean, I had to learn it quick. I was a scrawny little kid with huge eyes and ears that stick out like a Volkswagen going down the road with both doors open. So I looked like an actual monkey. So I had to.
You and me both, my friend.
The neighborhood older boys literally would pick me up by my ears.
Oh,
they thought it was funny. So yeah, I had to learn it real quick. That they can call you what you want. So what?
I was actually taught that because I was always the biggest kid in the neighborhood. And if somebody said something that I didn't like, I could hit them and just beat the fuck out of them. And so for mom, with mom, it wasn't just, you need thicker skin. It was, don't beat people up. SDA, how you doing, beautiful?
Hi, I'm good.
SDA, they banned me from Twitter again. They suspended me.
I know. I don't know. Can you get DMs?
No, I can't even get into my account.
Oh my, because usually you can get DMs, because I messaged you and I said, if you need somebody to like say things for you.
I know, you're a beautiful mouthpiece.
Yeah.
No, bound. Like his thing won't even work. You can't click jack shit on it.
That's awful. What the fuck? What did you do? Midget? Is that what it was?
No, I would even understand that because it's considered a slur.
Yeah, because because Lady Monkey, I saw what Lady Monkey tweeted, so I was like, that makes
I have
sense.
no idea what she tweeted. What'd she tweet?
Well,
I can't see it.
It was a reply to your midget tweet, and she was like, now we see what got him kicked off Twitter.
Oh, when I said good morning, midgets?
Yeah.
Oh. That was to Petite Nikoko. She is a midget. She's tiny, and she had tweeted out good morning, psychos, and I quote tweeted her and said good morning, midgets. No, that's not the one that got me in trouble.
What got you in trouble?
I tweeted to Piers Morgan, hey Piers, which gun would you prefer Jews be killed with, when he was talking about how we need to get rid of AR-15s because of the whole synagogue thing.
Well, why would that? I mean, I get it, but like at the same time,
I don't get it. That's not. I wasn't actually talking about that we should kill Jews. I was pointing out he's a moron.
No, I know, but like I get why people are fucking. I get that people are fucking idiots. Is what I mean, because that's like the dumbest. That's like the dumbest misunderstanding of all time. I mean, because you're clearly because like when he's saying like we should get rid of guns, you're clearly saying like, or get rid of AR-15s, you're clearly saying like, okay, so
which one would be better?
Would it be okay if they had gotten shot up with handguns? Like he had handguns on him, so if he had used that, would that have been all right?
Yeah, it's only 12 hours, guys, but since I can't actually get in there and delete the tweet, which you have to do to get back on and start your timer, I can't start my timer. I can't get into my account at all.
So how do you start your timer?
I had to contact the support team, and in a couple days, they might get to my my ticket.
What a bunch of butt faces.
Jean-Pierre says, change your VPN to get past the IP ban. It's not an IP ban. My wife can still get on. Same IP. Are you going to stream until the ban is lifted? I should fucking do that.
Protest stream.
I think he just does that naturally, though. That's just.
I haven't had a really long stream in a while. Yesterday's was only an hour and a half, but I'm pissed off and I'm in pain and I have shit to whine about. And yes, I'm whining, guys, but I'm okay with it.
I mean, I would whine too. Like, fuck it.
The only person around here that I can see advocating that would be Sinatra. Which, by the way, I saw you in chat there, bud. How you doing? Oh man, let me start my timer. I'll take my licks, but let me take the lick, you fucking douchebags. I read a book about an authoritarian takeover. I'll list some of my favorite job titles. The one who micromanages public gathering spaces. The one who edits the dictionary. Well, yeah, we already have that going on, don't we? Do you remember when it was in Obama's second term, they were putting all the protesters in a cage by their events? It was funny. Jesus, they were 357s. I didn't even know Glock chambered that caliber. Yeah, they do. What is that? The Glock 31? I can't remember which one it is. 30. I forget.
30. Is it the 31?
I can't remember. I was actually looking up Glocks yesterday because they mentioned he had Glocks, and I'm like, well, what fucking kind? Glocks make all kinds of different calibers. So log in with email password change. I've tried. I can't get into anything. I can't even log out. There's a log out button on the you've been bad screen, and it doesn't work either.
Yeah, it's the 31.
On the you've been bad screen. Sorry.
It's going to be a picture of somebody in dark leather with a fucking whip.
God.
Yeah, if you think I was mean to Piers last time, give me my account back. I'll give you a reason to fucking ban you assholes. 357 SIG, not 357 mag. Yep. Piers hates Glocks too. Yeah, you know what he does, but his tweet there was America. I'm paraphrasing. You guys have a gun problem. You should start getting rid of some. Start with the AR-15 because that's used everywhere. Like, fuck off. Piers, go back to England and try not to get stabbed in London because that's a problem over there.
It's not a gun problem. It's an insane person problem.
But the thing is, in London, or in the UK, I guess, they have actually been trying to like get rid of knives. Like there was a
because they have a stabbing problem.
Of curve all your knife tips to stop the stabbage.
Well, they actually one of their police departments had the balls to post a picture about how these weapons we've confiscated lately or recently, and half of them were gardening tools.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, in fun news, real quick, because this is just like a really fun thing. I have made Stabby Stab a thing in 3 out of 4 of my classes.
Nice.
I'm proud of that. Anyway, that's just a thing that's happened now, and it makes me happy.
Thank you, Prosperous. Says the Glock 32 that chambers the 357.
So does the 31.
Oh, so there you go.
I swear the 31 does. I'm going to relook it up.
So SDA, how you been, sweetie?
I'm good. I'm just really busy with all the book stuff and audio book stuff and school stuff and book
Are you
stuff.
doing your own audiobook?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Hans Gruber, by the way, we still love that name here. I agree with Rogan. We've got a mental illness problem disguised as a gun problem. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I'm not with this guy who did the synagogue thing. I think he's probably a fucking nutcase. A lot of the times, people just get angry, and you can kill people in a lot of ways. And if you want to, we read a story last night about a guy who, I think it was on the Ghost Poo podcast. He got mad at his wife for being out too late the night before. So he started choking her. And when he was done with that, he went into the kitchen and got a knife and stabbed her 49 times. He's going away for a long, long time now. If somebody wants to kill somebody, they're going to do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
the
I said
most
earlier.
part.
I'm going to look at concealed carry sidearm. Any suggestions? No, I'm not. I'm not really a gun person. I like firing guns, but I don't own one, and I couldn't tell you much about them. I do know you say magazine, not clip, because gun people will lose their shit if you say clip.
Yeah, that's just something that they breed into you as you get more familiar with them. It's like, this is not a goddamn clip. This is a magazine.
It's a magazine.
Then what is a clip, if you don't mind me asking?
Clip is something that goes basically into the gun in like a rack form, and then it kind of pops out with it. So like every bullet fired advances the clip through the gun in some way, shape, or form.
It's mostly a thing they pick up from movies because they always say, "Give me another clip. I'm out of clips." Yeah. Corey says, "Unless you own an M1 Garand." Yeah, that used a clip.
Yeah, that's a definitive clip. If you want to know what a clip looks like, let's watch any World War II movie. The one that goes ping when it fires off the last bullet. That's a clip.
I can't believe I got a fucking timeout for that.
I can, but I can't believe they won't let you start your timeout.
It must be just some new way to shadow ban. You know, yeah, we'll give you only a 12-hour ban, but we won't let you start it.
There was nothing hateful about that.
Also, an answer for the concealed carry, I'd go with a Glock 26.
There you go. Get an AR-15. Carry that. You're gonna need a trench coat though.
Yeah.
You can conceal it if you try hard enough.
There you go. The original Shroom has a great suggestion. Go to a gun range, shoot different guns until you find one you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
And this should go without saying, but gun safety courses, make sure you know what you're fucking doing with one. Because they are dangerous.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing. Like that, we were talking about that earlier with that stupid, terrible PSA with the kid rocking around.
Oh God, yes. Steal your parents' gun, bring it to school. That's a fucking great idea.
It's like the kid wouldn't have a clue what he was doing, and he's making it more dangerous by not knowing where the safety probably is on it, not unloading the gun, and now he's carrying around a loaded firearm in a book bag that's bouncing around all over the place. Come on.
And why is the teacher safer with the gun than your parents?
Right. What if the teacher's a psychopath? You just handed them a murder weapon.
Indeed. And there go all the kids. Good job.
Yep.
Should I buy a Colt 45 Peacemaker? If you want to.
It's a good old boy.
I would love, if I ever had the money, I would love to get Wyatt Earp's gun.
That'd be interesting.
Just as a showpiece. I wouldn't shoot it, but that was a beautiful gun, man. Most important thing, find one you like best that fits your hands and you be willing to spend a bunch of ammo. Yeah, you don't just go out there and buy a gun because it looks pretty. Get something that works for you. Do the teachers bang the kids for each gun they bring in? Oh my God.
Awesome.
Oh, fucking Jack. You know, the two Jacks that visit our chat, you guys make me laugh a lot, and I appreciate it. Oh God, yeah, teacher banging. We haven't had one of those good stories in a while. I'm sure one will come up soon. Yeah,
come up soon.
I see what I did there. Midterm finale, 2-party power. That's probably. Just looking through the news again, guys, because I'm not done streaming yet. I'm still talkative.
Well, in that case, I will be right back. I've got to go be old like you did a while ago. So
do your thing, bud. Do your thing. Oh, they found the stolen inflatable colon.
Really?
I'm sorry, the what?
It's an inflatable colon. Here, let me I'll show you.
Yay.
I'm scared.
There we go. It's a giant inflatable colon used for I think it was medical stuff to teach people, because a regular size colon isn't very helpful, but somebody stole it. and it was found in a vacant home.
That's so good.
It looks like like a bounce house thing.
Somebody stole someone's
It's also
asshole.
just gross.
Well, it's clean. It's a clean colon.
Well, I know, but it's yucky.
I wonder if they have one of those like for a vagina.
Oh, I'm sure.
The giant inflatable pilfered intestine was recovered from a house in Kansas City, Missouri, after investigators followed up on a tip. The Kansas City Police Department tweeted on Monday that nobody has been taken into custody yet, noting their investigation into the theft is ongoing. The stolen colon, weighing 150 pounds, costing more than $4,000, was poached from the bed of a parked pickup truck in Kansas City neighborhood. Do you think they were actually like that they knew it was that, or they thought it was like a bounce house for their kids?
They thought it was a bounce house. There's no way.
They blew it up like, that's an asshole.
I recognize those hemorrhoids.
You know, someone used it as a Halloween prop. That would be awesome. The Tunnel of Terror.
There's no light at the end of this tunnel.
Oh my God. Let's see. Yep, we saw that one. Woman sentenced to 9 years in prison for killing rapist. That seems wrong.
Unless she like completely like ripped them apart, I can't see why she'd be going to jail.
Holy shit. A mom who stabbed her rapist to death, then tied a rope around his neck and dragged him behind her car for a mile, has been jailed for 9 years.
I mean,
maybe not 9 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's excessive. Maybe 2 years and with probation. Come on.
You know, I'm with her though. Let me read the next part. Roxanne Eka Peters, 35, slashed Grant Cesar, I think is how you say that, 51, with a kitchen knife after he threatened to harm her daughter unless she submitted to more sex, a court heard. I'm with her. Good job.
I don't know. Like,
she knifed the rapist in her home, or in his heart at her home in Brisbane, Australia, then towed the corpse past a police station to a ditch where she hid it in December 2015.
Well, you're not supposed to hide it.
A judge said she was enraged at Cesar's previous rape and sick threats, but that did not excuse her lack of respect for his human dignity. Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Look, now, if she waited to kill him after a rape, I can see, that's bad. But he was coming back and threatening her kid. Fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead.
I mean, look, what you're not supposed to do is go hide the body. You're supposed to, if you dead somebody who just threatened you, you're supposed to call the cops and be like a crying, sobbing woman, like, and all that.
Well, that's
but
reading on Justice David Bodie said the humiliating rape followed by Cesar's threats to harm her child should have been significant provocation. He told the Brisbane Supreme Court, I accept the stabbing occurred in circumstances when you're enraged by what the deceased did to you, and he was threatening you. But she should have immediately sought help after the stabbing, he said. Fuck that. You know what?
It's called rage and crime of passion. She's not going to be in the right mind after, like, oh my God, what he did to me, he's going to do to my. No, screw that. No one's thinking right.
However, Cesar's killing had been devastating for his family, said the judge.
Oh, shut up. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I think don't go hide the body, but after that, I don't care. Like, do not at all come at me being like, oh, it's devastating. Oh, human dignity. He raped somebody and then was like, I'm going to rape your kid. Go sit in the fucking corner and you can come out when you learn how to be a person.
Yeah.
Talking about the judge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Magog here. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Hi, Magog.
I'm with her on this. I would have been like, yeah, you can go. She's not a danger to society.
No, she's not. She saved her child from rape.
She's a danger to the rapist that fucked her. And it worked out. He's dead, but
Now, yeah, she went overboard, but she was in the heat of the moment. I have no problem with what she did.
Well, I mean, when you're protecting your kid, like women get crazy when they protect their kid. and so do men.
I'm sorry.
But
Keep going.
they do, okay? Because like that's your child.
You threaten to harm my daughter, I will kill you.
Exactly. Like that's the thing. Like parents go nuts if you threaten their kids, and especially rape. I mean, people view rape in a lot of cases as on par, if not worse than murder, especially if it's to a child or
I'm
somebody
sorry.
who is younger than them.
You come after a child of mine or one of my grandchildren and harm them, and especially in that way, I'm going to jail, and I'll do so with a smile on my face.
Yeah, I will kill you or die trying. There have been people. You say you'd hurt somebody and you're crippled. Look, I can still move and stuff. It just causes me great pain afterwards. I would kill somebody. Yeah, don't.
I can move real good for about 5-10 seconds, and that's about all I need.
Yep. And then I'll tie you behind my car and drive you. Real quick, Greg says you mispronounced Brisbane, and Darren Henry follows up with Brisbane is pronounced Brisbane because Western Australians are morons. Oh God. Sorry, I pronounce things as they're spelled, unless it's a name, and then I just go with whatever sounds right in my head. Don't need with my. Several people say, yeah, they wouldn't find the body. I've thought about that kind of stuff, and yeah, there's several places to hide things. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. The Simpsons solution to a poo backlash. Drop him. The Simpsons may have solved the problem with a poo. Producers are reportedly planning to write the. Yeah, we already knew that. So what are they doing? It's the same thing we've heard before. They're getting rid of him because they're a bunch of pussies.
He was actually one of my favorite characters. I have no reason to watch the show anymore.
I love the show. I've seen a lot of people. Oh, it sucks after 30 years. It still makes me laugh. Some of their little snide remarks are the best things on TV. Just the little lines here and there. If you pay attention, they're great. I second that, Sinatra. What do you say? I'm a big fucker and I'm hard to kill. Bring it on, kitty touchers. Yeah, dude. You don't fuck with kids. And this is a woman who he raped her already. His family's devastated. They should be devastated that they raised a fucking racist or a rapist.
Well,
I could not care less if his family is devastated. You can't imagine how little I care.
Thank you so much, Marty's Big Journey. I'm with her, Ranting Monkey 1029 2008. Yes, I realize I did the I'm with her thing, but in this case, I think it fits. And they still won't let me have my fucking Twitter back. Assholes.
I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh at your pain, but I want to laugh at your pain.
I need to amuse myself and others at the expense of morons, and I can't do it if I can't get over to the Twitter machine.
I'm half tempted to just let you use my account to go nuts because this is just.
I thought about making a second one, but I don't care that much. Soccer star found dead, almost beheaded, with his genitals severed.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Okay.
Somebody wanted to dribble his balls.
Well played. A soccer star was found dead in a bush, almost beheaded with his genitals severed, according to reports. I wonder if somebody related to the last chick lives in this area.
Good God. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's an epidemic.
I was going to say, which chick did he tick off?
Yeah, no shit. Sao Paulo star Daniel Correa Freitas, 24, was discovered in Sao Jose dos Pinhas. Yeah, you Australians still feel bad about how I said Brisbane.
Monkey can't read, y'all.
A city in Brazil's southern state of Parana. What's that?
I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. I was just correcting myself.
Okay. A tweet from his Serie A club, the top division in Brazil, posted in the early hours of Sunday, confirmed the worst. It read, the Sao Paulo Football Club deeply regrets the death of midfielder Daniel, whatever the fuck his name is. The club sympathizes and pays condolences to the athlete's family. Look, if he'd severed that severed penis thing, he either cheated on someone or he raped someone. And if he cheated on someone, he didn't deserve that. If he raped someone, I'm kind of with her.
Watch it be some sort of gay scandal.
Oh
There's-
yeah, that could be it. Do they usually mutilate
There's been
genitals?
a couple of posts
Yeah.
in chat saying that the Apu thing was the producers have reportedly come out to say that that was untrue, that they weren't removing him. I don't know. I don't follow the show.
Producer Adi Shankar, who does not work for the show, said Fox will drop the Apu character. They aren't going to make a big deal of it or anything like that, but they'll just drop him altogether just to avoid the controversy.
Too late.
Yeah, no shit. This story doesn't mention anything about them saying it's not true that I see. I would not. I still. He's going away, guys.
I miss up.
Okay, grade update in research methods. Instead of my 53% grade, stands at 73. Good job, sweetie. See, you could have skipped the class and come hung out.
See,
Let's see what else do we have here. Don't give in to the rage machine. Sure, let's read that one. What are we supposed to think about political rage? Before and after the arrest of Cesar Sayoc, the suspect in the string of bombs. They weren't bombs. Sent to they were fake bombs. Were sent to top Democrat and media figures. We were treated to any number of homilies about rage and its origins and toxic political rhetoric. Many people pointed at President Trump and his immoderate tweet habits. That political rage is necessarily linked to political violence was assumed, and sometimes asserted, but rarely argued. That is a really badly formulated sentence. I'm going to send this to Scribe just to piss him off. Oh wait, I can't get into my Twitter.
God damn it! I'm sorry. Funny.
Well, at this point, I'm finally getting to the point where I think it's funny. So laugh along.
All right, I don't feel as bad anymore.
5 minutes before that, rage was all the rage. Rebecca, somebody just published a book celebrating the revolutionary power of anger. On September 21st, the Washington Post, Post affirmed that rage is healthy, rational, and necessary for America. On Friday, you know what? There's a whole lot of people that are saying that we need rage and stuff, and all of them seem to be on the left.
But why do we need to be mad?
We'll get. Hopefully, they'll tell us in a second.
Thank you, Magna. Real quick. We just acknowledge that, as far as the country goes, and as far as actual developments, not a whole lot has actually happened.
Nope.
I don't mean to burst anybody's fucking bubble, but nothing happened.
Yeah, no one
but Trump said something about grabbing pussies. Real quick, thank you, Mag Bastard. Put your Twitter time out to good use. Educate yourself on Australia beyond. Foster's, Hogan, and Irwin also pronounce it as Brisbane. Spell it as Brisbane, and I'll pronounce it that way. Also,
Australia.
Brisbane is Australian for beer. In my picture of Australia, you got some kangaroos jumping around. You're sitting out there with a statue of Irwin on one side and Hogan on the other, tossing back at Foster's. And I think that's true. Ragnar says, and thank you for the donation, Australia isn't real. # change the Queen's mind. Oh, that was low, but funny.
Yeah. I've always, to what SDA said, I've always said that, Trump is not the worst evil president we've ever had, like they try to tell us. If it weren't for all the MSM backlash and all that, honestly, I think history would probably remember him as a mediocre president. That's my personal opinion.
He hasn't done much. Not much has changed.
He's done about as much as any other president. I mean, he's done more than most presidents. I'll say that. By the books, he's done way more than any president in recent memory. But at the same time, not a whole lot has changed either.
Yeah.
and the things that have changed are things that typically change under presidents anyway. Like we've had some tax reform and things like that. But like all these huge changes that people are terrified of, it's like y'all need to just shut the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, I can think of a whole lot worse presidents we've had in my lifetime.
Yeah, no shit. Weebo says I would come on air, but alas, I have office hours at the moment. Sweetie, I appreciate the thought. It's the thought that counts.
Yep.
Back to this article real quick, or this opinion. I actually like. I would suggest that we make a concerted effort to abolish cheap outrage from our political discourse, but that proposal would be stillborn. There's just too much money in outrage. You're right. Absolutely.
Truer words were never spoken.
Look how much money that they raised for fucking Christine Ford.
How much money she's making now?
Do you think those people actually gave a fuck about what she was saying, or that they even paid attention? It's just like, oh, she's the one that we send money to now. I need to get molested by a Republican.
Yeah, but they pay you off before you got to the political stage.
That's all right, man. They can feel my nuts and then give me a couple $1 million. Greg says you probably pronounce Melbourne incorrectly. I pronounce it how it's spelled. That's what we do in English. Melbourne. They say
bitched at for that when I was actually in Australia.
Oh.
I say Melbourne, but that's because I'm a redneck.
But okay, but it feels weird because when you say Melbourne the way that you're supposed to, and I've explained this to them, that's just saying Melbourne in an Australian accent.
Melbourne.
Yeah. So when I say it like that, what it feels like is like I'm talking normally, and then for one word, I just drop into an Australian accent for no reason. So it's like...
Here's my new rule. Any city in Australia is called Foster's from now on.
Because that's Australian for beer.
That's right. It's Australian for everything now. You mean American because American is not English. Okay, we're not proper Queen's English. But you still are supposed to say things as they're spelled. It's kind of why we spell them that way. Just throwing that out there. Oh man. Oh. Cannot believe that they won't fix this shit for a fucking couple of days.
He's gonna jump so hard. He's gonna be on stream later tonight just scratching at his arm. It's like, motherfucker.
I do have a need to fuck with people. It's what I do.
You need
American English is better than Australian English. Yes, that's right. You're using the word as a foster child? Yes, I am. We're not the subjects of the Queen or her English. That's right. Fuck that bitch. We kicked her out because her great-great-grandfather and probably uncle as well, because there's some inbred motherfuckers over there.
Oh my God, we talked about the War of the Roses last night in my History of Britain class.
Mm-hmm.
What a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was.
That was awful. And it's oh my God. I was not ready for that.
You eat shrimps on the Barbie for all meals. It's amazing the thing. Now Australians
they don't even have shrimp over there. They don't even have it. That's like not a thing.
It is a thing. They come over here and eat it.
I mean, okay, but I just think it's funny that that's a thing because like they don't have them.
I mean, come on. Haven't you ever ate at Outback? Come on.
You know they have Outbacks in Australia?
That's awesome.
There's a town called Foster's in Australia. There's a lot of them now, Greg. A whole bunch of them. Let's see. Twitter's going to blow up when Monkey gets back. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to have like 82 notifications.
I'm going to @ Twitter all day long. Dingoes don't eat our babies. That's right, Jack. That's another good point that makes us better. Plus, we're not all criminals.
That's right.
You know, I like Australia. I like their culture and stuff, but they get so mad about some of those things.
Well, it's true. A dingo did eat someone's baby.
And they didn't believe her for a long time, man. You know, they don't know that the dingo ate that baby. That baby could be being raised somewhere in the outback by dingoes right now.
I really hope so.
Sorry, that's not funny.
It's a little fun.
That's right. Hey, Camel, we didn't lose a war to emus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's so sad, guys. That's so sad.
I saw a thing
Lost,
that
yeah.
it was like, there's, I don't know how many million kangaroos, but then somebody was like, and there's only 8 million people in Ohio. So if kangaroos invaded Ohio, everybody would have to fight off like at least 5 kangaroos each. And I don't know if we could do it.
Yeah, we could. We got guns.
And kangaroos. I already
That's
did my
true.
part.
We do have guns.
We just pull out an AR-14, 15.
Yeah, 14.
And it's the lesser known.
Look, if we
It's more dangerous.
Yeah, look, if we can't have our AR-15s, we're just gonna make an AR-16, man.
That's right.
Oh,
You
God.
just watch.
That'll have tactical nuke launchers on it.
I
yeah,
want one
Will.
with the chainsaw attachment. I really do want one of those. I played with it in video games and it's fun.
Oh yeah. Gears of War. Oh yeah.
Sarah says, "Wait, they lost a war with emus." Don't ask him about it, but yeah, you can look it up.
Yeah, they're a little touchy about that.
It's kind of fun.
They really did too.
I'm sorry, Aussies. I love you guys, but man, Google employees plan walkout over handling of sexual misconduct claims. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you, sweetie. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
Hundreds of Google employees reportedly plan to walk out of the company this week in protest of the CEO's response to a report the company allegedly protected executives accused of sexual misconduct. It's okay to break up your sentences. The protest, in which employees reportedly plan to leave their desks at the same time, could happen Thursday, according to Bloomberg. It was initially reported by BuzzFeed News that more than 200 Google engineers are planning to participate in the demonstration. Google CEO Sundar something foreign revealed in an email to employees Thursday that Google fired 48 people, including managers, for sexual harassment over the last 2 years. Then why are they mad about that? They fired them. The email also signed by Eileen Naughton, Vice President of People Operations, was sent in response to a New York Times report that alleged the company rewarded Android creator Andy Rubin with a $90 million exit package after he was accused of sexual misconduct by an employee. Rubin vehemently denied the allegations on Twitter, claiming the newspaper report was a smear campaign. So it was he said, she said, so they bought him out. Fuck off, you guys. It's a meaningless protest. Nothing's going to change. Fuck off. Oh, this is a good one. A demonstration. Are they going to show us how to sexually harass people? That would be great, Jack, if they... This is how you do it. You did it wrong.
Yeah, you got to show them how to do the bowling pin grip.
Shocker. Why is it dangerous to interpret a correlation coefficient without examining a scatter plot? Because reasons, Weebo.
Because 1 + 2 = chair.
I'll
That's
answer
right.
that when you speak English.
Got to put that in redneck if you want him to talk about it.
That's right. I got some 6th grade education, don't you know?
And he'll use it, by God.
Porn-loving federal worker infected government network with malware.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I've seen that.
A government employee's perchance for watching porn on his work computer infected the entire network with malware.
Oh
and
my
left it
God.
vulnerable to information-stealing viruses. An investigation is found. The
But
unidentified.
honestly, like, what a fucking champion.
Yeah, dude.
I
use
mean,
your
if you're
phone.
gonna do it at work, like, might as well just infect everything with malware.
You're going to anyway.
The article I read on it said it was Russian malware, even.
Everything's Russian malware now. Apparently, they
Yeah.
have the best Asians in the world. The unidentified horny staffer.
I love how they said it. Unidentified horny staffer. Good for
Had
them.
an extensive history of watching porn and visited more than 9,000 X-rated web pages on his government-issued
Dear
laptop.
God, dude, calm down.
Damn.
Your hand's
he-
going to be super sore.
Dude's right hand was wore out.
He is stationed.
was that over like a period of time? Sorry, monkey. Was that over
I'm-
like a period of time? Like, are they going to tell
It
us?
doesn't say. None of this gives us a time frame. He's stationed at the U.S. Geological Survey, Earth Resource Observation and Science Center Satellite Imaging Facility. That's a long fucking name. In Sioux Falls, South Dakota. OIG launched an investigation after suspicious internet traffic was discovered during an IT security audit. Okay, this dude had 9,000 web pages he went to, and you just found it. I feel like that should have been caught sooner.
Yeah, how if he's looking at him, how was he not caught?
How is he getting any work done?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's
You
a better
got any
question.
Kleenexes? No, but George has got some over there with some lotion in his cubicle.
Motherfucker got a 50-gallon drum of lube sitting next to him. I need this for work.
It's important.
OIG recommended that USGS beef up its network security and regularly monitor employee web usage.
Think.
The report didn't detail whether the worker was penalized for his porn habit. I feel like he should get a medal. That's penalized. See.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my God. There's a 50-50 chance of finding life on Mars within 3 years. There's a 50-50 chance of everything. It's either going to happen or it's not. That's a stupid thing.
We need to be worried about whether there's life on this planet first before we worry about Mars.
Yeah, no shit. Intelligent life.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's some great stories out there today. I would share them on Twitter, but I can't. And now I'm getting tired. Sorry, guys. I've not been sleeping very well. And I am going to have to wrap this up in a few because I'm finally getting tired. I'm going to go lay down. This is Kyle said he was looking at porn at work. No. He was looking at a lot of porn at work.
I mean, like, porn is an understatement.
I wish they would have told us what kind.
I know, right? Like,
that wasn't just 9,000 hits. That was 9,000 different sites, it said, didn't it?
Pages.
Different pages.
So, like, if he went to Pornhub, that would be one, and then he clicks on a video, that would actually be a separate page.
That's still,
so each one is a separate hit, yeah.
That many in a year, I would say he might have a problem.
Grouchy Gamer says there's a 50-50 chance that Monkey will get back on Twitter today. Motherfucker. Seriously, guys, thank you for everybody who tweeted out free Monkey, and hopefully they get this shit fixed because I do have a lot of fun doing that. I'm not one of those people who goes on there and gets mad at this stuff. I just laugh. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for showing up to listen to me whine about really stupid shit. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thanks for showing up and supporting us every day. Don't forget, support your favorite creators, whether it's through donations, sharing, liking, or just being here. That does more for you than you might. Does more for us than you realize.
Jean-Pierre, I was waiting for somebody to hit that one. It's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000, indeed. I would like to thank Gutenberg and Bear, who are no longer here, for joining us, and Blood Dax SDA. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and everybody, we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
See you guys.
guys.